Y'all ready for another show? Welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go. Get him! And we are back with another show. And tonight I do have a special guest. I'm pretty sure y'all already see her with her big smile behind me.
What's up, y'all?
So tonight we are going to have fun. Make sure you continue to tune in every Friday for Freaky Fridays and every Sunday for Sunday Night Live. But without further ado,
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? My name is Divoy'e, and I'm happy to be here.
Uh-oh.
I'm nervous, though.
What are you nervous about?
Because I don't know your followers. I don't know who's on here.
But
See, I know my people. I don't know your people.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. My people, good people.
I know, but I'm used to my people.
What is your people though?
My people, cool people.
My people is cool people.
I'm not saying they're not. They're just new to me. So what's up, y'all?
There we go. Let them know you in the building.
I'm in the building. I'm in the motherfucking building. There we go. Oh.
Welcome to No Caps Reacts, where it's no holds barred. We just have fun. We talk a whole lot of shit on here. The guests talk shit. The chat, they talk shit. We just go in and we have fun. The best part about the show is, like, are you comfortable?
I'm comfy.
You relaxed?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Exactly. See?
Couch is comfy. Got my little water right here. I think we're all good to go.
That's all we care about. Want you to be comfortable.
Comfy.
The thing is, I want my people to know who you are. So tonight we get to learn about you and what it is the fuck that you do. First and foremost, where can they find you at?
You can find me everywhere. I'm the internet princess. You can find me at Divoy'e Inc. DIVOYEINC. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, everything that's available, all platforms. It's the same across the board. It's easy to find me.
Get over here.
All right.
Over here.
And what is it exactly that you do?
So I'm a content creator. Wait, what camera should I be looking at?
This one.
This one, okay. So I am a content creator. I've been doing content since 2008. I was actually doing a lot of stuff that is popular now. Back when nobody was even thinking about it.
Uh-huh.
But I do YouTube. Started off doing YouTube. I have a podcast of my own as well. I call myself a street journalist. So I do a lot of interviews as well. But this is like weird for somebody to be interviewing me. So I'm just kind of like, what you about to ask me? what we about to be talking about?
We're going to be talking about you. Trust me.
Okay.
You're safe tonight.
Okay,
See,
cool.
you chose Sunday show instead of Freaky Friday, so.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't handle that. Oh, my gosh.
You could, because it's not as bad as what people think.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's really not. It's just all in the name.
Oh, okay.
But see, the name gets attention.
It's a shock value.
Exactly. I love the shock value.
Right.
All right, Miss Divoy'e. You are in the good old city of Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for like 10 years. I moved here from Indiana in 2014. And I love it here. Compared to Indiana.
Back to Indiana.
There's nothing in Indiana. I'm not trying to like shit on my home state, but Arizona is so popping. Like moving out here, people always ask me like, "Oh, I heard there's not a lot of black people in Arizona. There's no culture." And I always tell people it just depends on what you're interested on, whether you're gonna like it out here or not. This is what I say: if you're moving from a place like Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, any of the STL, any of those kind of places, and you're coming here, you're not gonna like it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're probably not
You
gonna like it.
can't leave a poppin' city to come to a slower city.
I wouldn't say it's slower here. It's
It
just
is slower.
You think so?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Yeah, compared to where you're from.
So compared to LA, it's not the same. Been to Chicago, it's not the same.
No.
New York, Miami, definitely not the same.
No.
Texas is a fucking slow ass
I've
city.
never been to Texas.
Let's see. It's faster than Oklahoma City, but like you said, Atlanta, fast. if you come from, especially, see, a lot of people want to come here from these black cultured cities and expect to have the same black
right.
culture.
Yep, that's
And
so
it's
true.
like,
Yep.
you're not getting that. This is the West Coast. On the West
Yeah.
Coast, it's never been too much of anything because we've always been diversified.
Yeah, and it's like
That's why we got bomb Mexican food, bomb
Right.
Chinese food, bomb soul food. We got everything.
the Mexican food is
It's
so
a
fire.
melting pot.
Yeah, I just feel like if you move here from a place like that, you're used to a different kind of culture, and then when you move here, you're like, oh, there's no culture, but there is. It's just not the culture that you're used to.
No, see, they're used to black only culture
Right.
or white only culture or Indian. And this is the thing. You got your population of Indians, Middle Easterners, blacks, Africans, Jamaicans,
Yep. True.
niggas, hood niggas, white people, Indians.
It's a mixture of everybody.
So it's a melting pot. It's a mixture of everything, and people don't understand that. They just want what they want. Oh my
I love it
God.
here.
I love it here.
I do too. I really do, especially compared to where I'm from, because there's not really much where I'm from. But Phoenix is, for me, and the things that I'm interested in, because the culture out here, I'm actually interested in a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of art out here, I feel like.
It is very artsy.
It's very artsy. And I feel like back in Indiana, it was not. So I just never felt like I fit in. I never felt like there was a community for me. But, like, out here, there's so many, like, there's content creators. There's just so many people doing so many different things. And people are very, I feel like people are more motivated out here, too.
West Coast is very motivated because you have to do. You have to be ahead. You have to be ahead of the curve. You can't be stagnant. You can't, because you're not gonna make it.
That's so true.
Because out here it's cutthroat. Because the same thing you doing, somebody else is doing, but they
right.
might be doing it better.
Right.
So if you don't watch yourself,
But it makes you stay on top of your A game.
well, yeah, you can't slack,
Yeah, you can't slack out here.
and that's what I love.
And the people out here are beautiful. I remember when I first moved out here, I was like, everybody here is extremely good looking. Like, back where I'm from, I was like a 8. Out here, I'm like a 5, a 4. Because people out here are so pretty.
You're a little higher than that. Most of these people ain't real pretty. They fake pretty.
You think so?
I know so.
Well, they have out here. I will say there's access.
BBLs out the ass.
Yeah, I was just about to say
plastic
there's a-
surgery.
Yeah, there's a lot
These
more.
motherfuckers got
plastic surgery
surgeons
access.
in they Rolodex.
That's insane.
So,
Yeah, I've seen it.
but see, if you come out here, you drink the water like you're supposed to and eat healthy like you're supposed to. Your
Stay
skin
hydrated.
is enriched with the vitamin D. We're talking about the sun. And it's sunny every day. You can keep your tan all year long.
You can.
It's wonderful.
Yes, I love it.
All right, so let's go all the way back to little girl Divoy'e.
Okay.
What was it like growing up in Indiana?
Oh my gosh. Growing up in Indiana was so hard for me. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I have PTSD. Like, I literally have PTSD living there. When I was younger, I was very shy, very timid, very much a people pleaser. I cared so much about what other people thought about me. What other people thought about me, like, dictated what I thought about myself and everything that I was involved in.
Oh shit.
And it just, I was so miserable there. And I didn't have a lot of friends. And it's just like the cliche, I got bullied story, you know. But growing up there it was hard for me.
Bullied by other girls?
Yeah, it was hard for me. Especially like in high school, like it was so hard for me.
What was the hardest situation you went through?
The hardest situation I went through in high school, I would say probably the hardest situation I went to was like I got jumped a lot. And just
Okay, if people are jumping you, that's because you was beating some people's ass. People don't jump people that can't fight.
Yes, they do.
That is so full of
They're
bullshit.
so malicious.
If your ass can't fight, it's easy. You're easy pickings. If you can fight, they have to jump you. Let's be real.
They were just like that. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm not really a fighter like that.
I mean, that's a good thing, but it's
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, people only do stuff to people they know they can get away with doing it to. And definitely me back then, they knew they could get away with doing it because it made them look better, made them feel better about themselves to pick on somebody, but that they knew wasn't gonna do nothing. So I feel like it was a lot of that. But it was just like a struggle trying to find my way and try to find who I was and just focus on what I was truly interested in doing, as opposed to worrying about what everybody else thought about what I was doing. When I first started doing YouTube, I got so many people like talk shit about it because I swear I was vlogging before vlogging was even a thing. Like, but now everybody's doing it. Everybody's a content creator now. Everybody's doing pranks and stuff.
Vlogging, 2014, 15, 16, and I want to say 17. I got into vlogging. So I started a clothing line. Shameless plug. Hustle Fit.
Oh, there we go.
Make sure you get on the Hustle Fit. But I started my clothing line. And what I realized rather quickly is you need pictures of your clothes. So I bought a camera. Well, at the time, I was also going to school, taking my class to become a personal trainer. So I'm at the gym every day. So I'm wearing my clothes, and I'm in the gym. Because that's basically what it was about. Being in the gym and wearing clothes that, as your body changes, the clothes can go with you. But for men, women, and children, because when people are going and making changes to their body, they feel a little ostracized because their body's changing. So it's like if, let's say you go to the gym, but your girl don't, but your girl's already in shape. Cool. She can wear Vixen. So y'all can be like, he's Hustle Fit and she's Vixen. And if you got kids, then you got HP Kids.
Okay.
So now you got the whole family in their own little Hustle Fit. You got Hustle Fit men, Hustle Fit women, but then women have their own thing, which is called Vixen, and then HP Kids. So it was great because it could be then all inclusive.
Oh.
So I would take as promo for the clothes and promo just for the clothing line itself. I would take the camera with me and record the workouts, which was great for for training people that I didn't have to actually physically be there for. And then it was also good promo.
Yeah, for sure.
So vlogging, that's my journey into vlogging. What were you vlogging?
So when I first started vlogging, I was watching YouTube, and there was a girl that I saw. Her name was Latoya Forever. Shout outs to Latoya Forever if she ever sees this, because that's my bitch, even though she don't know me. She's just a YouTuber. But I saw her doing some funny videos on YouTube, and I was like, oh my God, people do this? Like, this is a thing? So it really inspired me to start doing it. So I literally would take my camera everywhere with me and just start recording everything. Just like, because my goal, like when I was younger, was like I always wanted to be a reality TV star. So I start trying to do it myself. So I would just record everybody, everything. And a lot of people don't like being on camera.
Because they scared.
Yeah, even now, like...
Well, a lot of people are also doing shit they ain't supposed to be.
True. Yeah, true that. But a lot of people, that was one thing, like a lot of people don't like being on camera, and people would always say, why are you filming everything? Why, turn the camera on. Why you got that? Why are you doing this? So then I kind of stopped doing it until I moved back out here. Now, when I moved to Arizona, I moved out here by myself. That's a story within itself.
Oh, we gonna get there.
Yeah, that whole journey was like... That was a perfect time for me. That couldn't have been a more perfect time for me to pick that camera back up and start vlogging. And it's so crazy because I was really interested in doing content like back when I lived in Indiana, but nothing really popped off for me until I moved out here.
Because you're in a bigger city.
Is that what it is?
You have more opportunity, more eyes. It's going to put you in the algorithm a whole lot differently than
People
what it
are
was.
so much open-minded out here, though. You think so?
Yeah, to a point. Not everybody's open-minded. There's some closed-minded motherfuckers out here.
You think so?
And there's a lot of people that bring like their small town mentalities with them, and they don't change.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So not everybody, but it's a good chunk of people is. Cool.
My problem is with people is like people think just because they feel like they can't do something, then they will put those insecurities on you and make you feel like you can't do it. People feel like if they can't do something, then you can't do it. And that's a small town mentality, if you ask me.
Well, yes, but that's because they've never done anything.
True.
So if you've never done anything, okay, so for instance, I went to college in Missouri. I lived in Missouri for like 15, 16 years. Mm-hmm. Okay. I show up to the club like how I am right now. Mm-hmm. And be like, all his chains is fake. Right? Which then it'll be like, Okay, Fred. This is a hustle fit. One of one. Where would you get that fake from?
Timu.
Yeah, Timu makes jewelry, like customized jewelry,
I'm just joking.
right? when you pull up in a new car, it has to be rented. It's a rental. It's not yours. That's small city, small town thought process. It's like you can never be doing better or more than what the next person is. And what I didn't like about it is also everybody's thought process is like when they do something, it's not because they're doing it to get ahead. It's not doing it to be better. They're doing it to be shitting on somebody. Like, oh, you see what I got? Yeah, I'm shitting on these niggas. I'm shitting on them. And it's like, why? Why are you so worried about everybody else?
Right.
So that's the crabs in a bucket mentality.
Yeah, for sure. I can't stand people like that. They just move just to make moves for everybody else. They're not doing it for themselves. They just want to show out.
So, moving to Arizona, a whole new world.
Oh
Here comes the money.
What happened when you moved to Arizona? Why was that a whole thing within itself?
Yeah, so when I moved to Arizona, before I decided to move out here, I was living in Indiana. I was freaking miserable there. Everything was just not going my way. Like, I wasn't doing things that made me happy. I didn't have good people around me. I was drinking a lot. I was just going down a really bad path. So I decided I wanted to leave. So what I did was I wrote down a bunch of places just randomly, places that I've been before, places that I haven't been before, just places that I thought I would be interested in living. So I wrote down, I think, New York, D.C. I've been to New York before. I loved it. I wrote down New York, D.C., Philadelphia, Georgia, Texas, Cali, and Arizona was just randomly there. So I wrote Arizona down as well. And I just went through each city and just crossed them out, process of elimination. Philly, back east, it was too expensive, so that was out. Cali was too expensive, that was out. Texas, I thought about it, came down to Dallas and Arizona. So I Googled like the crime rate, the cost of living, everything. And I think I Googled like the best places for young single women, and Arizona was at the top of the list. So I was like, oh, Arizona, what is out there?
Okay,
So,
Arizona.
Right. I was like, what's out there? Let me see what's out there. So I booked a flight, and I for about a week I stayed out here, and I stayed in a rinky-dink hotel. I think it was like off Sweetwater somewhere. I don't even remember where it is. But I stayed in the hotel for a week, and the first day I got out here, I was by myself. The first day I got out here, I took the city bus, and I just rode it all around Phoenix until I couldn't ride it anymore. And I got off at some stops. Like, I remember I went to Metro Center, and the people in there, the people at the kiosk in the middle of the mall that want to clean your shoes and shit. They stopped me and started talking to me. I was like, oh, wow, these people are so nice. I was like, I like Arizona. So I went back. That was in...
She got sold by the shoe cleaner.
I did. They
Literally.
I said, shout out to them.
Shoe MGK, baby.
So I was like, this Arizona's cool. So that was in January of 2014. I flew back to Indiana in March 2014. I was gone. And what I did was I just gave away all my stuff. I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment by myself. And I just gave away all my stuff, gave away all my clothes, sold everything. And I just packed my summer clothes. And March, I just jumped on a plane and I just flew out here, and I've been out here ever since.
Okay. So when you actually moved out here, what happened then?
So I moved out here, and it's so crazy. I moved out here, and when I moved out here, I didn't know anybody. Like, I didn't have any friends, any family. I had never even been out here before, except for that one time I came and stayed a week. That was the only time I'd ever been out here. So I completely started over from scratch. And when, I was really bored. So that's when I started doing YouTube again. I started filming myself, and I started just Googling stuff to do around Arizona and just going by myself and then just filming myself going. And then I just started posting. And then somebody got in contact with me. Oh, what was his name? It was at the radio station. It was at a radio station. They was like, hey, I seen what you do on Instagram. You're really funny. We want you to come down to the station. We'd love to interview you. And I hadn't even been down here that long, and they already put me on the radio. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then from there, I met a bunch of people from the radio station, the people that I met at the radio station. And then that's how I just really began to start networking.
Yeah, that's good.
Everything just fell right into place the way that it should have. Like, God put me right where he wanted me to be. Like, it was so crazy the way I started networking and meeting people.
I could say when I moved to Arizona, a lot of the same things happened, but not exactly because no radio stations would hit me up, but I wasn't doing anything for them to, thank God. All right, so now that you've been in Arizona for the time you've been in, you started vlogging, okay? How did you get into the podcast space?
So I always told myself that I wanted to have a podcast because literally I talk so much. I have so much stuff to say. I'm so opinionated on stuff that comes out. And I'm huge on celebrity gossip and just, I watch a lot of like bloggers and I follow a lot of bloggers like on Instagram and watch all the videos on YouTube and just stuff that's going on in the industry. And I don't want my channel getting shadow banned. I don't want them coming out off after my Instagram. So I wanted to start a podcast just so I can freely talk how I want to. And it's so funny because on my podcast, I talk under an alias. Like I don't go by Divoy'e.
I was going to say, let the world know where they can find your podcast.
Yeah, my podcast it's actually called Pricey Cookie Podcast. And
Pricey Cookie.
Yes. Pricey Cookie Podcast. And let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me explain. Okay, so
Money talk.
Pricey Cookie Podcast. Yes. Pricey Cookie Podcast. So Pricey Cookie.
Yeah.
Your cookie could be anything.
Yeah, sure.
It could be whatever you. It can be that. It can be like your business, your anything. Put a price on it. You know, just go for it. Go as hard as you can. Treat yourself. Right. Right. And that's where that name comes from. It's just whatever your passion is, whatever your craft is. Put a price on it.
He needs some milk.
With those cookies. So that's where Pricey Cookie Podcast came from.
Okay. I like the Pricey Cookie Podcast.
Yes.
So, in the time that you've been doing your podcast, has it opened any doors for you yet?
No, not yet with my podcast because I have so many platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. YouTube is my main platform. YouTube and Instagram. My podcast, you know how the Spotify shows the little stats at the end of the year?
Uh-huh.
My podcast was doing really well, but they changed like the way that you can edit the audio on there. So I haven't posted an episode. I need to get back on posting episodes. But I just feel like if I was able to be more consistent with it, I know it will blow. I know it will
Okay,
go
how
somewhere.
often do you want to do a podcast?
Yeah, I used to, before they changed the editing system, I have to find a new editing system to edit my audio, but I was doing it every Sunday.
This is why live is where it's at.
You know, everybody says that. I never go live. I never go live.
You know the beautiful part about going live? One, think of it as a TV show, okay? The
Okay.
best TV shows from the news to ESPN to Fox Sports, like the best podcasts that are out here for the most part, they're all live.
Really?
Two, when you get to tell your people, all right, we're going live at 8 o'clock, like now you have to also stay on time and go at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
When it's pre-recorded, if let's say you recorded it on Thursday, but some big shit happened on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you posted to go live on Sunday, you missed all that. So now you're late.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah, that's
when you
true.
go live, you get to kill the game because you get to do things like in real time. And like even like right now, we're sitting here. If something was to happen, we can see it on our phones or it's going to come across my screen and like we could talk about it in real time. Oh shit, this is what happened. Remember when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock?
Oh, yeah.
I was literally one of the first people to have a video up talking about
Oh,
it.
really?
Because I was live.
You're like, what the hell happened?
let's go. Okay.
Oh my
Shit! Did you see
God.
what happened? And then you get to just you can sit there. You got it. I got the clip.
Do you watch other live streamers?
Yeah, I do.
Who's your favorite live streamer to watch?
Fresh and Fit.
No.
It's fucking
Where's
hilarious
my
to
purse?
me.
I'm about to go. Fucking Fresh and Fit. Are you serious? Why do you like watching them?
Cause they're hilarious.
They're not. They're just so ill.
You know why they're so ooh? Ask yourself this: the questions that because they ask the exact same questions on every single show.
I want to get on their podcast so bad.
Thank you. See,
Like-
that's just it. You would take your ass on that podcast in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because I will go fully prepared to argue with them because they are ridiculous.
But what makes them ridiculous?
Because the stuff that they say is so like left.
So then in the last 4 years, how come no one's actually gone on there and really like?
Because they only have a certain type of girl on there that they interview.
Not true.
Well, I actually
Doctors, lawyers.
I don't watch them all like that
Yeah,
because
see, if you watch, you find out okay. This is the same thing.
they're hypocrites.
This is the same thing people said about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, he didn't choose anybody because everybody called in. So, and that's the thing. I do on my Friday show, I do call-ins. I don't know who's gonna call in. So when they call in and you have those conversations, it doesn't matter what it's about, right? You don't know who you're talking to. They could be extremely educated. But how is it that 4 years, at one point in time, they were literally doing a show 7 days a week, 3 shows a day.
Damn, really?
Yes, like this is the crazy part. Imagine doing a show 7 days a week. You're doing 3 shows a day. And no one can get on the show and just be like, y'all are full of shit. Like the shit that you say isn't real. Da, 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 da. And this is the thing. When you really watch it and you see that they ask the same questions, have asked the same questions for the last 4 years. And now you have thousands of women that have been on there and like the answers are always the same. You can't sit here and be like, okay, like this shit's fake or like it's just that. There are so many chicks that are even from right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And some of them have been on my show. Mm-hmm. Even the most famous one who got kicked off has been on my show. Like right after she got kicked out, like right when she touched back down in Phoenix, she was on my show. Mm-hmm. And that's just it. It's like, it's hard when they get there. They're like, no, it's kind of hard to argue when you're sitting there and they're asking the question. Like you sit there and go, yeah, I'm going to go on there and fuck these guys up and I'm going to fucking prove them wrong. And then you get on there and you see how these other girls around you start answering questions and you're just like, shut the fuck up. Like you sound stupid. And it changes their thought process.
I just feel like I just don't like them.
Oh.
And they're hypocrites because they go in there talking to guys and say, "Oh, don't talk to this type of girl. This type of girl will catch you up." Yeah, talk all kinds of shit about girls, and then he turns around and gets this OnlyFans model pregnant, and then tells her all that drama. I'm like, dude, how are you telling people how?
Okay,
like,
but
practice
you're
what you
talking
preach.
about Fresh, which Fresh and Myron are two totally different types of people.
Because
Like,
so that one's Fresh.
yeah, Fresh has been very well. It's been very well documented. He gonna slide up in anything and everything, and he does not
Then
use
don't
condoms.
Then don't tell people not to do it on your podcast.
So it's not the fact that they don't tell them not to do it. They tell them not to wife them. There's a difference.
Oh my God!
Like if you listen to it, okay. So let me ask you this: let's say you met a guy and this guy slept with 1 million women. Are you gonna be his wife?
No,
Why?
because you're for the streets.
Because he's for the streets. Okay. So if you reverse that and you're a man, would you be with a woman that's been with 1 million men?
No, I get that part.
Like that's the thing. Is like you don't try to like if she's a whole fucker.
But my thing
but
is
don't
like,
wife her.
But my thing is like, if you're a man and you tell me you slept with 1 million women, I'm not dealing with you at all.
But
Like,
here's the thing though. A lot of people say that, but at the same time, like it's not real and it's not true. And the reason
How?
for that, because do men have to work for sex?
do they have to work for it?
Yeah. Do we have to work to get sex?
You should, but
So
a lot of times you don't.
No, trust me. As a man, I really wish that true. As a man, we have to work for sex. So if I could literally fuck like 1 million women, one of two things has to happen, and we understand this. Like I am drop dead gorgeous, or I'm billionaire rich. because that's the only other way you're getting it. Either way, I had to earn one or the other, because being drop dead gorgeous as a man means that I'm physically in shape, which means I'm like the epitome, Tyson Beckford.
But just because you look good don't mean that you're fuckable.
But this, again.
But that's just me.
Thank you.
I'm built a little bit different.
Thank you. So if you remove yourself from that and then go ahead and throw some of the closest people that you know, females particularly, or the things and the ones that you see in the club, right?
Okay.
Why do they flock to the VIP area? Okay, he got money. He buying bottles. He's doing this. And that's the money aspect.
I hate people like that. I don't hang out with girls like that no more.
And then, see, you say no more.
Yeah, because I had to learn the hard way.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying is, it's harder for a man. So if that man literally says, if you find out he's been with a bunch of women, like that means he's doing something extremely exceptional. Whereas if a woman slept with 1 million dudes, all she had to do was just say yes.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Those are the things that they literally just try to point out. And a lot of podcasts get hate for that, right? But then you can go watch like.
Okay. I understand that. I understand what you're saying. But my thing is, I don't like the way, there's a way to express what you're feeling, and I don't like the way that they talk to people.
You know why they talk to people like that?
Because they think that they're better than women.
No, not at all, actually.
That's what they act like.
No, not at all, actually. How many times have you been told shut the fuck up as a woman by a man?
A lot of times, actually.
Okay. And it left an impression on you, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it.
That's the point.
Let me stop acting like I'm problematic.
It's the impression. See, if you do what the rest of the world does, which is very PC, like so many guys, you're an attractive woman. How many guys want to fuck you? So they just say whatever they need to say to try to get to the cookie.
And I spot it out, and I can tell.
Okay, so when you have that, and they're just trying to get to the cookie, by the time you get to a man that's just not going to put up with your bullshit and your shit actually don't stink because he's calling you out on who you really are, you're like, oh, fuck him. He ain't shit. No, actually, he is the shit. And the reason he's the shit is because he's calling you out on your bullshit. And you're actually, that's going to attract you to him 10 times more than the dude that's like, baby, you're just amazing.
I don't like that.
I just pissed on you, and I appreciate you for doing it, baby.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's, it's for the fucking birds.
You know what's crazy? A lot of guys are like that.
Thank you.
Like, there are a lot of guys. I was just having this conversation with somebody the other day. There's a lot of guys that will say, like, that they just agree with everything that you say. Everything that you say. And there was somebody I was having a conversation with, and I was saying the opposite of what I really thought, because I wanted to see if that person was gonna
if they have a thought process.
Yes,
or
and then they didn't,
or even an ounce of leadership in them.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They just were going with whatever I said.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Thank you. Nobody does, and that is the point of that podcast. That podcast is to tell guys to stop doing just that. Why? Because you don't win anything.
But why do they do that? Like, why do guys do that?
Because, again, we have to work for sex.
But why can't you just be honest?
Because the same reason you hate Frasier Fit. Because they're just being honest.
They're being rude. They're not being honest.
No, they're not. This is the thing.
Well, if they are being honest...
This is what I would love to do. I would love to put you on the other side of this door, and I have a couch full of guys, and you hear how we talk to each other. And you're going to go, wow, that's really how the fuck they talk. As a man to a woman, like, we have to be very PC. It has to be a politically correct answer, and you better make sure it's in the right tone. Because if it's not in the right tone, how dare you talk to me like that?
But everybody wants to be talked to in the right tone.
Fuck a tone. If I say the sky is blue or the sky is fucking blue, what color is the sky?
That's not. It's your delivery.
See, no, it's not the delivery.
It is.
It's the fact behind it.
I just think the delivery counts.
Yeah, when it's Amazon.
Because if I ask you a question and you deliver it with attitude, I'm gonna say, "Why are you yelling at me?"
But see, it doesn't. It's not attitude. But again, that goes back to you've been coddled for so long that when it's not a coddled answer, it hurts your feelings, which is, again, why when it does actually happen, It turns y'all on.
No, actually, I like people who match my energy.
No,
I match energy.
no,
So if I'm
fuck
talking to
that.
you in a certain way,
No, fuck that.
then you
fuck
need to
that.
talk to me in the same way.
That's bullshit.
How?
And I'm so like we're having in this world right now. It's so women are so with the match my energy. Nigga, if
my
I'm
energy.
no fuck you. If I match your energy, like you're feminine, I'm masculine.
No, I'm talking about if I'm talking to you in a certain type of tone. If I say, babe, the sky's blue, he's like, yeah, babe, the sky is blue. I don't need you to be like, yeah, it is, yeah. Like, that's not matching energy.
That's not true. You know the number one thing that actually like levels a woman out? Masculinity. So if you're like, the sky is blue, and I'm like, sure is. You're like, fuck this nigga.
No, I'm like,
But-
do you not want to have this conversation with me right now?
But then at the
Like,
same time, you're like, I love him.
I don't,
You ain't been in a real relationship. I can tell that you ain't been with a masculine man.
yeah.
See, see, this is the crazy part. And I know because I've been it, I've lived it. I know how I am. When you're in a relationship and you're like, babe, I love you. And I look at you and be like, yeah, fuck you too. You know that I'm literally like, I love the fuck out of you. But see, that's the problem is I can't always give you your energy because then you get fucking bored and you're like, I need some excitement. I need something.
No, you know what? I know what you're talking about. But I don't do that anymore.
See,
I used to do that when I was younger.
See, but here's the problem. Like you said, anymore. Because you probably.
But that's part of like learning and growing about relationships. There's a lot of things that I've learned along the way.
And this is the bad part. I don't think that people need to learn those things. Like this is why I say people should get married younger and fucking learn how to put in the work. So
you said married younger?
yes.
Like why? Why do you think that? I don't want to get married at all.
Okay, how old are you?
Me, 33.
Okay, so at 33 years old, how much trauma have you been through already?
A lot.
So if a good one came along, he's getting a fucked up version of you.
No, I've actually done a lot of. Okay,
See,
I've been through the. I've been through the
you had
ringer.
to heal. You
Yes.
had to- thank you. Okay. Why not have somebody that's never had to go through that? Same thing. Do you want a nigga that has never healed or has to heal in order to make you happy?
Do I want somebody who's never healed?
Hasn't healed or needs to heal.
I don't want nobody who hasn't healed or needs to heal.
Or has already been through the process of healing and is now healed, but you both are on the brink of one wrong word, wrong tone, and niggas is triggered.
No, okay. This is the thing about relationships. This is like the most important thing about relationships that I think. Despite delivery, however you talk to each other, whatever, matching energy. As long as you respect each other, that is the glue that will hold everything together. I feel like a lot of times people like relationships turn toxic is when you start losing respect for each other is when. But no matter what you go through at the end of the day, if you still respect each other, that's what's going to keep your relationship together. And also taking accountability, which is a lot of things, like that's something that men and women have trouble doing, taking accountability. Because I feel like in order for you to take accountability, you have to not take it personal.
Well, so here's the thing. Men require respect, women require love. When you respect a man, he loves you. So respect is huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the bad part about it is more women want respect over more than they want to give respect. They want to receive it.
What do you mean? Like, explain that.
So women today want respect before anything, but they don't give the respect that they're asking for. And that's where a lot of relationships today are not making it.
But why? What's the reason they're not giving the respect, though?
Well, they're not raised in an environment where they're even taught or showed to give a respect. Like, if you see all the same, like now it's becoming more one of those things where you see it quite often. But it's like men are raised to teach. Men are raised and taught of how to treat a woman, but a woman's not raised and taught how she should treat a man. It's what she's supposed to expect from a man.
Okay.
So you're supposed to expect all of this, but you're never told what you're supposed to give in order to get that.
Interesting.
See, I have an analogy that I came up with. It's crazy. As a man, as a kid, I played with G.I. Joes and Tonka cars and trucks, and I crash shit, and I play with the hammers and the nails and the saws. And then I get into sports, and then it's like, be tough, be gruff, run them over, fuck them up, be the star player, be this, be that, right? None of that has to do with love, relationships, marriage, none of that shit, right? While the whole time on the opposite spectrum, here's your doll, tea parties, oh, hang out with the girls, relationship this, look pretty, oh, watching all the soap operas and the TV shows and the movies about the Prince Charming and the princess and falling in love and being happy. And then you both finally become young adults and your whole life has been love, happiness, and glee. His whole life has been fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up. And then you get in these relationships and it's like, why can't you be soft with me? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? Nigga, I've never been around that.
I just feel like
Never thought about that, huh?
what is okay, so do you feel like that's the reason? So that's the reason why men are so aggressive to women?
Men are just aggressive, period. But if you just break down exactly what I've said.
But if you were matching my energy, you wouldn't be treating people like.
How can someone match your energy when they don't even know your energy?
Because I'm showing you the energy.
But because you show someone like when I first meet you, I'm just supposed to like match your shit. No, see, in a relationship, the whole part about that is you have to learn each other. See, walking into relationships saying match my energy, and trust me, I see plenty of profiles that say this shit because I am the king of going through and research and everything. And the first thing that's in there is match my energy.
Okay, for example, match my energy. If I send you a text message and it's a paragraph, don't send me 2 sentences back. That's not matching energy. That's an example.
But maybe he has something that he really wanted to say to you.
Then say it.
Well, he did. That's why he sent you like 2 paragraphs.
No, I'm saying if I send you if I send you a paragraph and you send me two words back, you have 2-word responses or whatever.
Okay, so let's take it back just a little bit. Did you have tea parties when you were younger?
Possibly.
Even tea parties with like your invisible friends and you had conversations with your dolls and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, when do niggas do that? When do men do that? Boys do that?
They probably don't.
Thank you. So the level of communication that you have is always, woman's level of communication will always be higher than that of a man.
Okay.
So if that's not even known or understood, you're going to disqualify a lot of men for not just doing the simple thing of communication, because the communication that we get is get the fuck on the sideline, shoot the fucking ball, hit him harder, block out. Like we get yelled at. Do you get yelled at? Did you play sports?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been to a high school game?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the coach doing the entire time?
Yelling, but
okay. Now imagine this. Like me personally, I played sports from 4 till college. And as a college athlete, nothing changes. Mm-hmm. Now imagine like the guys that go to the NFL, Major League Baseball, basketball, etc. So they're doing it their whole life. Where's the communication come into play that you know as communication? Until I meet you, I don't learn that level of communication until I'm with you. Now, let's extrapolate it a little bit. The majority of people come from single mom households. Okay. Now I'm going to speak on the single black mom household. Does she speak to you like this? Or does she go, if you don't get your ass in here?
But girl, they do that to the daughters too.
Thank you. So, as a boy, when he leaves the house and he comes home, he's always getting yelled at. As the girl, she might be getting yelled at home, but when she leaves the house, she's so pretty, she's so nice. Because they try to get them cookies.
That's insane.
Yeah, so until it's, like, this is the thing about dating, relationships. and just relationships as a whole. Us as human beings don't even try to understand each other. Men do our best to understand you, but women don't do a lot to understand us.
I don't think that's true.
The only time you do it is when you fall in love with him. Until then, until you find that he matches my energy, he does this, basically he caters to you. Until he literally does something that actually gets your attention, no fucks are given. When was the last time you filled up your gas tank?
This morning.
Okay. What did the gas station attendant guy look like?
I didn't go inside.
Okay.
Okay, but let's just say he was a tall white guy.
Okay, exactly. You can't tell anything about him other than a tall white guy. Because most men don't even catch your attention.
Nobody catches my attention if they're not my type.
Okay, you're proving my point.
But it just depends, because if your personality's fire, then you'll get my attention.
But in order to get your attention, you have to know the personality, which means you have to be around them, which means you somewhat got to know them.
No, not necessarily.
Or be in a place where they're actually showing who they actually are.
Somebody can show you their person a little.
How
bit
do
of
I show you my personality in the grocery store when I'm checking you out?
If you saying something funny at check, like talking.
No,
in
like
small
we're just
talk,
walking past each other.
Stop and say something funny. Happens.
Okay. And the current climate, if men was just stopping girls and saying shit funny,
Well, I don't know.
how many Me Too cases would there be right now? You know how? Okay, because I'm the king of walk up to you and get your phone number. I'm old, so I do old school shit. Okay, you know how many times like that's weird. You just walked up to me and asked me for my phone number. Like you're
That's
a stranger.
not weird.
Like it's not weird, but you know how weird that is to most people because everything for them is online.
Well, maybe I'm a different era. That's not weird to me.
Well, you're 33, I'm 45. We're not that far apart.
Okay.
But for most people, how many of your friends are online dating only?
Yeah, I do have some.
They
friends that
don't
are, yeah.
meet people in real life.
I have a lot of my friends have found like I have a friend that's dating some guy. She met him from Bumble. I don't do good on those dating apps.
Okay, so you see how you're proving my.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Right, yeah. Nowadays it's Bumble, Tinder. Yeah, I can't do the dating apps.
All right, so we're gonna change the climate of this conversation a little bit, since you like to talk about celebrities and the crazy shit that goes on. And here on No Cap, it's no holds barred. So,
No cap.
what do you think about the Diddy situation?
Diddy? Oh my gosh. You know, ever since they said that there were drugs in the baby oil, anything's possible now. I believe it all. I believe everything. That's so insane to me. Like when I heard that part, I was not expecting that.
I mean, nobody would ever think to put what is it, the ecstasy, but the liquid ecstasy in the baby oil. But think about that though. Think about how amazing that could be.
What?
It's kind of smart.
That's why he had so many bottles, they said.
Yeah, so but okay, so let's say you're that freak. You're the freak, you're throwing the freak off. Mm-hmm. You know, like, hey, I can go ahead and like sell everybody or give away all this free MDMA. Or I can put it in the baby oil, lather up, ladies and gentlemen, and you're gonna feel amazing. Which one works better, you think?
Do you think do you think people knew it was in the baby oil?
There's no way you're going to a Diddy party, the after party Diddy party, and you don't know what's going on. Because you got to remember, a lot of these people were attending, they were repeat attenders.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like Jamie Foxx would come and be like, oh, he's the reason I had a stroke. But it was like, how many of these motherfucking parties you went to, though?
But somebody said that you're supposed to leave before the devil shows up.
So here...
You're supposed to leave. You was supposed to leave early.
Okay, so I want to say it was 2008, 2009, the Super Bowl. It was back when it was in Florida, Tampa Bay. Pepsi threw a white party. It was hosted by Diddy. I was there.
Oh, you was at the Diddy party?
I was at a Diddy party, but it was also thrown by. It was a Pepsi all white party with the host being Diddy. Now there was an after party, But I'm not gonna lie. I ran across a little something that had my attention in the hotel room, so I didn't go to the after party.
Oh, okay.
So
I was like, where you going with
I
this?
missed it. I missed it. Otherwise, I would have a true insight on what happens at a freak off. But I was doing my own freak off, I guess you would say.
As long as no baby oil was involved.
There was no.
You good?
I can't ever say
You
that I've
okay?
ever had baby oil involved in any of my freak offs.
Okay.
Too slippery and it fucks up your sheets.
You got the clear.
Thank you.
No Diddy. That's so funny.
Okay, so if you went to a Diddy freak off, what would be off limits?
Who, me?
Yeah.
If I went to a Diddy freak off,
Yes.
I don't like people touching me at all.
Okay,
So,
you're sounds like you're not going to one at
I
all.
probably wouldn't go. Honestly.
Wait, how do you not like people touching you?
I don't. I get the ick fast.
No, but this is like you want this attention.
At a Diddy party? I don't like attention like that.
What kind of attention do you like? What kind of party would you go to?
I don't go to parties really.
It's like I'm going to a poetry party.
For real, period. No, for real. Cause like that's me. That's me. I'm not even trying to be like that. Like you can ask me anything. I'll be 100% honest with you. I literally don't. I don't be outside like that.
Okay. Do you think that Jay-Z and Beyonce
Yes.
are part of any groups?
Yes. Immediately, yes.
What groups do you think they might be a part of? Go ahead.
I think they study the occult.
Okay.
I've heard so many stories about Beyonce doing witchcraft on people.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard so many stories about sacrifices being made. I've heard so many stories. Can we say this on here? I've heard so many stories about people drinking baby blood.
Not the baby blood.
I believe it all.
Oh shit.
But I did watch a YouTube video that was like breaking down the different types of like I don't even know what to call it, the different types of things that Beyonce studies. Like I guess.
But here's the crazy part. Okay, so this is where Beyonce loses me and has lost me a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's think about the song "To the Left, to the Left,"
Okay.
and then she goes through what she goes through with Jay-Z, but she didn't put that nigga to the left, to the left.
Right.
Okay, she says she wants a soldier. When you really break down all of the songs she's had over the years,
Everything does not equal Jay-Z.
nothing lines up or aligns to her lifestyle with Jay-Z or anybody she's dated.
Speaking of Jay-Z, he freaking was talking to her when he was like in his 30s and she was 17.
People don't even, you know who had her first? So I'm close friends with a wonderful guy by the name of Case.
The artist?
Yeah. You know he dated her first? Like,
No, I didn't know
when
that.
everybody was going crazy over Beyonce, Case had her.
I did not know that.
He was also older. She was also younger. Y'all see it live here on the show. She just took her crazy meds.
Oh my God.
She just had to medicate herself right now.
I did.
Just to have this conversation.
I did. That's so funny.
Told you we have fun on here. I talk shit.
That's good. It's fun. I'm having a great time.
So everything that she has ever said doesn't align with her lifestyle. Like she makes single girl music while she's married.
You know, one thing about her as an artist, I feel like now that she's older, I feel like she doesn't know where to go with her music.
Well, where can you go? She's done everything. She's talked about
Yeah.
everything. Like at this point, she really
But did you listen to some of the songs on her last
No.
album? They were very cryptic.
no. I don't listen to Beyonce.
I don't listen to her either.
I can't say that I listen to any female music artist.
Really? Really?
I can't relate to it.
Okay, that makes
Especially like today, all they want to talk about is popping pussy, selling pussy,
Yeah.
and let me get to your pockets type shit. Like,
Yeah.
okay, like you're not. And these little girls listen to that. It's like you're not teaching them nothing.
Yeah.
And you have
completely agree.
access to like millionaires and billionaires, and they got access to dope boys. So you're really just running them off and sending them to the dope boys.
Right.
Nobody else.
I agree with that.
Never gonna work. Never gonna work.
I have to go back. Like, there's so much music like that out now. You have to kind of have to go back and think, like, what did they used to talk about? And then you go back.
Love, relationships, being good women, like a lot. Music has definitely changed.
It has.
I miss it.
So wait, who's your favorite music artist?
I don't know that I technically would say I have a favorite music artist because I listen to everything.
Who do you listen to? Like, who's in your playlist right now?
So I don't have a playlist.
What?
I just don't have a playlist.
You don't have any? You don't have a playlist?
Never created one, not a day in my life.
I have
I will
I have a
go-
playlist based on any mood I'm in.
I will go to my YouTube music, and then I'll do 90s R&B.
Really? Okay, yeah, I do that too sometimes.
Right? And this is the thing. This R&B radio, first track, Heaven. Second track, Heaven. Third track, favorite song ever. Perfect.
Chris Breezy.
Let's go. Perfect. I could just let it play. I just let it play.
So you don't like any new artists right now? Or any like?
So here's the thing. Name the last R&B artist that I could say that I was like, okay, like he's the shit. Trey Songz.
I hate Trey Songz.
But I love Trey Songz. You know the last artist prior to Trey Songz, you know who it was?
Who?
Avant.
Okay, Avant's good.
Okay? Think about how long.
That's a long time ago.
After Avant, 112 and Jagged Edge.
Weren't they signed to Bad Boy?
112 was, yes.
Okay.
Okay? When you think about music now compared to what it was then, like there's no R&B artists here today. They're like Chris Brown. Chris Brown is cool, but no, he's not R&B like that.
What do you
Soulful R&B too. I love R&B. I'm a lover boy, so I need music where it's like it's uplifting the relationship. I need to hear about some shit that is like gonna be like, damn, I need to do that for my chick. I need to make that happen, or I need to recreate that moment. They don't
Yeah.
talk like that.
There's so much power in music too, and people just be saying the most outrageous stuff in their music.
And then in the
It's not
rap,
like it used to be at all.
I think there is no think. Like since Jeezy, I can't say I've had a
Love Jeezy.
I can't say I've had another like artist. Obviously, I like Jay-Z, but I'm more of a
I like
Tupac. I don't know. When I grew up, I'm from LA, so NWA for sure, Ice Cube for sure.
Okay, Ice Cube.
I used to ride around listening to Mac 10,
Okay.
Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Oh, hold that.
DRS. I don't know. Yeah.
So what do you think? What did you think about the Drake and Kendrick thing?
Kendrick smoked his ass.
Yeah, he did.
So
I feel like Drake's done. Every time I see a picture of him now, I'm like, ugh. Kendrick ended him for me because he just ended him for me.
Drake never did it for me. That singy songy rappy shit. No, that's never been my thing.
Really?
No,
I thought you
it
liked
doesn't.
It's not R&B to you?
Fuck no.
Oh.
First off, you can't
Fuck
like
no.
half-ass rap, but then you half-ass sing, right? So it doesn't go together either. Especially when like his voice, he talks like this when he's rapping and when he's singing. So to me, it doesn't go.
Okay.
So
Did you like any of his diss tracks?
whose?
Drake's?
See, I love when artists go back and forth and do the diss track shit.
I thought everybody's so hype about his diss tracks. I thought they were all whack.
He doesn't say anything. And this is the thing.
No!
Here's the bad part.
He doesn't.
At this point, we all know that other motherfuckers is writing his shit. So it's not even like it's coming from you. It's you and like 12, 15 other people putting together some shit that is going to sound hard and you're just repeating it. You're not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
And
I don't consider artists like that, like artists. I just, like, for example, like Cardi B, like, she doesn't write her own music. I don't consider her a rapper.
but Cardi B is not good in the first place.
No.
So
That's my opinion.
and then
you guys,
people
sorry.
get mad at me because they're like, Cardi B is bad. And I'm like, no, she's not. She's not attractive at all. Because for me, the biggest thing is, one, your body's fake. You already lost me there. I saw you in Love and Hip Hop, so I know your teeth were fucked up. So you didn't take care of yourself when you were younger, or your parents didn't help take care of you either. Two, without makeup, you just look like dog shit. Like, you look like a whole totally different person. And the biggest thing is, if I'm fucking you tonight and I'm waking up with someone different next to me in the morning, like, you're done. You are automatically a one-night stand, but you did it to yourself.
Oh, my goodness.
I met someone who I met Friday night. It's not who I woke up to Sunday morning.
Hell no.
So
No.
He needs some milk.
He needs some fucking milk. For that comment.
So for me, that within itself, the most natural way that a female, oh my God. If you don't wear no makeup, love it.
All girls wear makeup though.
No, not all girls.
They wear a no makeup look where you don't know.
Yeah, no, I do know. See, the beautiful part about this is not only do I do this, but I'm a photographer, so I know what
Oh,
it
do
looks.
you? Okay.
I know what the real looks. And my grandmother was a beautician.
Okay.
So I know that I can look at you and be like, I see a little thin layer of foundation you got on over there. You did a little bit of shimmer. I see you.
So no shimmer at all either.
No, some shimmer is cool depending
Okay.
on how she does it.
But you just don't like so guys just don't like a full face. Like lashes.
This is the thing, as men at all, like, I don't understand why women don't listen. We don't want you wearing makeup. We want your real hair and nails. You can put on some lipstick and shit, maybe some lip gloss, make the motherfuckers look good. I mean, especially if you got some nice, juicy.
What's with the hair thing with guys? Like, what's with the hair thing?
Because, like, me as a man, when you're laid on my chest and I want to run my fingers through your hair and I can't because I can fucking feel the tracks or all the bullshit because it's not your shit. No. And then guess what? If you got that nice, good, kinky, good, perfect. Like, I know she got that good nigga hair.
Oh my God.
Perfect. She got that nigga hair.
People are so picky about, like, men are so picky about hair.
But y'all are picky about everything about us.
Give an example.
Okay. Hats. Y'all call them hatfish. I say that because I'm wearing a hat. Everybody knows those. Like, I have hair. I just shave my shit. Okay? I like being bald.
Well, sometimes people be having weird shaped heads. That's the
They
reason
have
why.
weird shaped heads or they got fucked up hairline. But here's the thing.
Or the hairline.
The hairline don't make him a fucked up dude. He could be the best man in the world, but
And
you
weave don't make
disqualified
somebody-
him.
But people disqualify because somebody got a weave in their hair.
No, because we don't even know that you got weave into your hair unless we actually get the chance to get close to you or we actually put our hands in your motherfucking head.
So you can spot makeup, but you can't spot a weave.
Don't act like everybody's weave is not. Some of this shit's flawless. They paying hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars to get some good shit.
Damn, I ain't there yet, so maybe I don't know about that.
Well, see, like, you coming in here tonight looking like Pam Grier.
Because I gave up. Like after.
But
COVID,
there's nothing wrong with that. And this is the thing. It's your hair. And your hair is actually long.
Oh, you think it's long? Thank you.
It ain't short. You don't come out here looking like Michael Jackson in 1973 with some short that. You got Diana Ross right now. You Pam Griered up. That's a whole
hear that all the
globe
time.
on your motherfucking head.
Oh yeah.
It ain't like you sitting here with 3 inches.
Okay. Still.
That shit come to your shoulders. If you straighten it.
Probably. Yeah.
Ain't no probably. I know hair when I see it.
I know hair when I see it.
Just because I cut mine don't mean I don't know it. Now, I used to have long ass hair.
Did you have dreads?
No, I
Braids?
just had braids.
Okay.
I'm from Cali. We didn't do no fucking dreads
Y'all
in
don't do
Cali.
locks in Cali?
Fuck nah, niggas ain't on that shit. We pretty. We wanted to be pretty niggas. We wanted motherfucking real fades and
Where locks come from? East Coast?
West Coast, yeah, East Coast and down south.
South?
Yeah, when all them bumbleclap boys, wigwams, them niggas, them goddamn Jamaicans, Jamaica man.
Jamaican.
Yeah.
They come and do it with the locks fight.
Yeah. They made that shit big over on the East Coast. Couple niggas on the West Coast, do that shit, but that shit, yeah, it wasn't.
I like locks. I don't mind
Braids
them.
and fades. Braids and fades.
A nice fade's good. Mm-hmm.
That was my thing. See, my barber moved. So I said, fuck it. Last time I went to go see him, I said, cut it all off. He said, what? Cut it all off. I'm not finna try to find another you.
No, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I've been cutting my hair for like six, 7, maybe 7 years now.
Because you don't have the same
Yeah.
barber.
And at 45, 12 people have put their hands in my head.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
And that's including my mama, which used to fuck me up as a kid. God damn.
Did she hit you with the comb?
The comb.
Stop touching.
I used to get my hair braided on her. It was my cousin Leroyce though that could like really braid. She would put all the zigzags and shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's my sister for me. My sister, she can throw down on some braids.
There we go. Give it up to the sister.
Shout out to Carissa.
Dom DeMarco.
Where can they find you at?
Divoy'e Inc. DIVOYEINC. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere.
We not being controversial enough because niggas is quiet as fuck tonight.
Are they? Okay, good. I'm not canceled then.
No. we not talking about nothing crazy.
So wait, what kind of followers are on here? Are they like mostly guys? Probably. Or
No,
like,
actually I have more female followers than I have males.
really? Hey girls. Hey ladies.
So
Hey fellas.
I've been called Kevin Samuels Jr.
Oh no.
Yeah, I tell people the truth. So I used to have a show called Boys Club and Ladies Night, and I would ask the exact same questions on both nights to show how the difference between how men and women answer. The first few Ladies Night, I shut up. I just let them answer the questions, and I didn't give any feedback. But I ain't gonna lie, they were fucking boring ass shows.
Really?
It was boring as fuck.
Why? Why was it boring?
Because they were answering the questions, they were being very PC. I wasn't challenging them or making them explain anything.
Oh.
But the moment that I jumped in and started getting on some of their heads, like, no, like, be real, like, answer the question, like, go in, like, do this, like, no, I can't accept that. You got to really answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. The game changed.
I don't think people want to get canceled.
That's not going to cancel you, though. Like, here's the thing. I'm glad you said that. This is the problem with the world that we live in today.
People
Telling
get
the
sensitive.
truth gets you canceled.
Yeah.
Being honest gets you canceled. Living the real life that we live in today gets you canceled. How does that make sense?
That gets you canceled. Being honest, having an opinion, pretty much gets you canceled.
Correct. Like you can't. They say freedom of speech, but again, I already told you I got demonetized. Okay, you don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
get
crazy.
demonetized because the things you want to say you can't say.
Yeah, there's so many people like that are getting canceled, and just because of their opinions on what they thought about the election, like so many people are losing friends over this. Like, it's a whole ass mess. Like,
So we
oh my
touched on
gosh.
that a little bit. So let's do the election.
Yeah, people losing friends.
Did you vote?
I did.
I'm not gonna ask you who you voted for.
Don't ask me that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Now that Trump has won, have you seen how things have changed?
I know people are shook as fuck. Like, a lot of people around here are scared, especially with the whole like immigration thing. Like, and we live in Phoenix. Like, that's kind of crazy.
All right, so
I'm just curious on how they're gonna execute that. Like, I'm just really curious.
you're a woman, so I really want your insight on this. Kamala got up there, and her biggest thing that she kept trying to push is how she was going to change women's rights. Okay, because supposedly y'all's choice, your body, your choice was taken away from you. Okay, how long ago did that go into play.
The Roe versus Wade thing, that was like, wasn't that like a year ago? It was last year, I think.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Okay, who was in the office 2 years ago?
It was Biden, wasn't it?
Yeah, so how come she didn't stop it then?
I don't even know what started that. Why did they even start doing that? Like, that's a good question, actually.
Roe versus Wade has actually been in the courts over and over again for the last 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because, see, there was a federal mandate. And the federal government is like, we're tired of policing all 50 states on this subject. Because you have senators, House, and governors of each state going, I want to change this. We want this to be legal or we want this to be illegal. So it kept going back into there, and finally the federal government said, fuck it, here y'all go. Govern it on your own accord per whatever state you're in. That took away nothing from women as a whole. As a matter of fact, what it actually did is it puts you in your hands 100%, because if you want your state to allow abortions, you just got to vote on it. That's it. So they gave you full control, full autonomy, as opposed to the federal government, which if the federal government be like, okay, no abortions anymore, it applies to all 50 states. Then you can do nothing to overturn it.
But why are they messing with that anyway? Like, I don't understand.
Because it is the biggest reason. Birth rates are at the lowest that they've ever been in the history of this country.
Is it that bad to the point where they're going to change the law?
You realize in the next 80 years, like, we could be at the brink of extinction?
Stop. Really?
People are not procreating. So because they're not procreating, like, the biggest things they're looking at power grid. We don't have enough workers as is. So you keep not having babies. You're really not going to have enough workers because people aren't even going into STEM.
Well, people can't even afford them. They need to if they want people to have babies, they need to start making it affordable and easy for people to have them.
But this is the problem. When you have women that are like abortion number 8, do you think she should really be like, now it's like, be more responsible or have babies?
That I will say, and the only reason why I'm saying this is because I got a couple friends like this, man. I don't know why with that. Like, this my thing. Okay, you have an accident, you got to get an abortion. Okay, that's one. Get the fuck on birth control. Like, it's so easy to get on birth control. Like, y'all just see me take mine. I literally.
That's what she's calling it now, birth control.
You can literally get it online. Who
takes birth control at 9:00 at night?
I do.
That's a random.
I know. I have to take it at 9 because usually I'll be sleeping and you can get it makes you nauseous sometimes. So I just take it before I go to bed.
Oh, is your bedtime already?
I've been going to sleep early. But yeah, I would be probably sleeping right now. But get on birth control. It's so easy to get on birth control. You can literally get it online. You don't even have to go into the doctor. You can have a virtual visit. It's not that expensive. Like, I don't get it. And it's so crazy too, because you know how during the elections you see all those crazy commercials, like they just keep playing. There was a most ridiculous commercial I saw. It was a Kamala Harris commercial, and it was these two guys talking. And the guy was like, oh man, me and my girlfriend are getting ready to move out of state. And then the other guy was like, well, why? He's like, because abortions are illegal. He's like, well, I thought you guys wanted to have kids. He was like, yeah, but not right now. So the whole thing about
the whole premise is we want to enjoy fully, make a baby that we get to kill.
Yes,
like,
that was the way that
makes no fucking sense.
That was the way that it was marketed, the commercial, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Thank you. Like, it made no sense, and it's actually like it's creepy. It's weird. It doesn't even sound right.
Yeah, that commercial. I was like, "This is so ghetto." Like,
but for her to run on that, and it's like, well, it got changed under your watch. Now you're sitting here trying to blame it on Donald Trump, but it's like, you're in the office now. You're not trying to change it now. How do you win that argument? And when you're questioned about it, you have no response. And then here's the craziest thing. Okay, less than 24 hours after he won the race, Hamas said they're willing to to retreat, to have talks with Israel, like they want to end it. Putin comes out and says he knows Donald Trump is very serious about ending the war, and he takes him very seriously. Let's go ahead and figure something out. Xi, who is over China, wants to make peace with the West. So China no longer wants to go to war as talking shit. North Korea is ready to have talks with the U.S. All of this, so every single war that is currently happening, and proxy war, North Korea is over there, been helping Russia. All of a sudden, everybody's ready to retreat. All of these countries don't respect women. If she would have won, we're getting bombed on immediately.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Like, everybody wanted her to win so bad based off of one thing that doesn't even apply to like all women, which is crazy. And then she's like, oh, so I'm going to stop price gouging. Guess what? It's grocery stores aren't price gouging us, fucker. It doesn't matter if you stop price gouging. They're not price gouging us. Gas went all the way the fuck up because you guys stopped fracking and other shit. So because you stopped doing that and gas prices went up, everything in the grocery store goes up because their cost to do business went up. So if you reverse everything that you did, everything goes back down. Giving families, first-time homeowners, $25,000, cool. The price housing closing costs are going to go up $25,000. And it only applies to first-time homeowners. And the majority of people that buy houses are not first-time homeowners. So it doesn't matter.
That's okay.
And then giving $6,000 to every new family that has babies, okay, great. Like, what the fuck is $6,000 in this economy?
Right.
Like, it's nothing. And when the reason she lost is just weeks before they put her in office, they had already did polls. There was constant polls. She's the least favorite vice president there ever was. They said Michelle Obama would, if Michelle Obama ran, that's who would win the presidency over Biden, Hillary. It was a whole line of motherfuckers. And guess Kamala was at the very bottom. Then they made her the face of the race.
I heard she was at Diddy's parties.
She was at Diddy's party. She slept her way to the top.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay.
I don't think that matters, but.
And then, you remember how she first came out? She was running on how she was a black woman. Where's her black family members?
Isn't her dad Jamaican or something?
You know how many white people are from Jamaica?
Oh, is her dad white?
Not only is her dad white, they're slave owners.
Stop.
Which is why don't you think? Let me ask you this:
Are you serious?
You black, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you was literally about to be the president of the United States of America, even if your daddy was never a part of your life, ain't that nigga gonna be like, that's my daughter?
Yeah, because as soon as somebody gets famous, all these family members come out the woodwork.
Okay, where's all her black family members? Where are they at? How come we ain't never seen a single solitary one?
Her dad don't look white.
You're looking at that black and white picture, right?
No, this is him. That's the guy.
No.
That's not him? No. Oh.
I would say do this. They have no pictures of him.
There's no pictures of him?
There's no pictures of him at all. So there's this whole, you know who Candace Owens is?
Yes.
Everybody hates her, right?
Yes.
Okay. Candace Owens went into her background.
Oh, Candace Owens went in on her.
Found family members and everything.
Really?
Talking to family members and all. Every single person that is spoken on the behalf of her family, they're Caucasian.
What? Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
And they are So the pictures that she takes with these black people,
So she's white and Indian.
she's white and Indian. And they were slave owners. And the black people that she was around, slavers. People that worked for the family.
Really?
Yes. A lot of people don't know that. But all that shit started coming out when she started running for presidency.
I know Donald Trump had brought it up a couple times. Oh, he was so hyper fixated.
Janet
on her.
Jackson brought it up because you got to
Oh,
understand.
she did. I did see that.
And
a
that's
little
where
bit.
Kamala went. I mean, not Kamala. That's where Candace went in because Candace was like, "Oh no, you're not finna sit here and attack Janet. Janet knows what the fuck she's talking about because you went after Michael, and they exposed you then.
Wait, she went after Mike? What you mean?
You know when Michael Jackson, you know, the Neverland Ranch, and they were going after Mike.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to lead that shit. She was the one. She was the biggest component of, oh, I'm gonna lock you up.
I didn't know that.
There's a lot of shit that people don't know. Kamala has been around for a long time, and she's done nothing good. Like, she has done nothing good.
Oh, this is news to me.
Locking up all these black men for marijuana charges, and then when they asked her, like, literally was on a TV show if she'd ever done marijuana, and she just threw her head back and did her little cackle laugh and didn't answer the question. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then
I
the
didn't-
whole time she was running, she just kept repeating herself. You ask her a question, she just repeats the same shit over and over again.
To me, it just seemed like she was very unprepared.
And as the president of the United States, you think you got to be prepared?
Yeah.
I mean, even sitting here, we're having a whole conversation. You have no idea what the fuck I'm going to ask you. You sound better prepared than she did. And these are questions you had no idea about.
Yeah. And you know how people nervous laugh when they don't know? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
very cringe. Yeah.
So that's going to turn off a lot of people. But yeah, I'm sure when she first came out, everybody loved her because she
I'm so
said
mad this is not her dad, though.
she said she said all the right things. They can't find anything. They can't even find her dad's birth certificate. But here's the thing: her mama was part of MK Ultra. You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the hypnosis thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So wait, so you coming from that, LA and stuff, is that real?
Very much so.
So they do control people with hypnosis.
And drugs. You know okay, so they've been talking about the zombie apocalypse forever, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen anybody on blues?
Yes.
Okay, is that not a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
Are they not being controlled?
What are you controlled? By the drugs?
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay, so imagine that you're in that state. Like, I've seen people literally right across the street from my car lot slump the fuck over.
Uh-huh.
There for 20 minutes at a time. Now imagine you take, I don't know, 100,000 of them motherfuckers and have them slump like that. But go ahead and put some headphones on them and give them orders. So when they come out of their stupor, the only thing they remember is go kill this, go kill that, go take over this, go take over that. Would that be a zombie apocalypse?
I guess so.
And then also, in order for you to get more drugs, you have to go accomplish this goal.
So they get them addicted to the drugs is what it is.
Yes.
Interesting.
And then when you want to kill them, well, overdose them. Easiest thing to overdose on.
Is that what happened to Mac Miller?
Who knows? That's one of those entertainment sacrifices.
Damn.
Did you hear Kanye even called his own mom a sacrifice?
Yeah, he did say that out loud.
Now imagine that. He admitted to it.
Yeah, that was insane.
Crazy as fuck.
But why would you do something like I just don't get it.
Okay, so
I mean,
you do YouTube, right?
I do.
Right? And what you're doing, you have wanted to be somewhat famous.
I just want to make money. I don't want to be famous.
Well, you can't. See, here's the thing. You can't be one without the other.
Okay,
Name a rich person that's not famous.
there's people who make money that's not like that.
No,
famous.
I didn't say make money. I said rich.
Rich people that's famous. People who write music for
No,
people.
rich people that's not famous.
Rich people who aren't famous. People who like songwriters and stuff.
Okay, yeah, that was Neo. Is Neo famous?
you're picking a mainstream like person.
Because that's what happens when you become a great songwriter. You then become the artist. It's you literally. This is what you do. Before you can become the artist, you usually want to be the songwriter. Why? Because it puts you in the room with everybody that's somebody because you write great songs. And when you start to become an accomplished songwriter, well, whether you like it or not, you start winning Grammys. And now you're a Grammy Award winning writer, which you see those all the time, which they also walk up on stage. So they become famous within their own right. They're just not famous to you yet.
Okay.
They're famous within the industry.
Okay.
And then when they get to a certain point, they go, I'm going to write my own song. And then they start writing their own songs. And then all of a sudden they're famous. And then right behind them is another writer. And it's just a recycle. It's recycled the entire time.
Yeah. That's like a...
Like, see, remember To the Left, To the Left? You know who wrote that song?
Neo.
Yeah. And was Neo famous then? No. Beyonce was famous then.
Interesting.
Thank you.
I don't want to be famous, though.
See, then you won't be rich.
There's gotta be a.
And it's a harder thing for you because whether you like it or not, and I say this to women that want to get in any sort of industry or entertainment, you're only going to get so far because the moment you get to anywhere where it's a big break time, if you ain't giving up the cookie, you're not making it.
Yep, that's true.
There's no female that has made it on her own that did not have to give up the cookie.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy about that is like even in the smallest way, like you can be trying to do some music in your hometown and people will still treat you that way. Right. And it's like, dude, this ain't even Hollywood and you're trying to make me bust it open for a feature. Like,
but here's going back to the Diddy parties. It ain't, see, you guys think it's just you. It's the men too. The men got to bust it open.
That's so crazy. I know, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
So I got out of the music industry. That's about 3/4 of the reason. I literally got to a point to where it was like
they kept trying you.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. So when it was time to release my album, my album had Lil Wayne on it. I had Young Buck on it. I had Jeezy on the song. I was supposed to do a song with Gucci Mane, but he got locked up. I had some other up and coming artists that people don't know of that was on there, and
they shelved it.
Yeah, they actually shelved it for DMX when DMX came to Sony, and then they were like, "Okay, we're gonna restructure your contract." No, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh, man, that's so unfortunate.
So, no. The game is the game is crazy.
What's
up, Courtney?
Oh, somebody's in here. What's up? You know what's so insane? It's like people will do, and this is something I just don't understand. I guess I'm not a super hypersexual person. But it's like people will do anything like just for sex. It's like sex revolves around everything. Like people want sex for you to do this in exchange for this. This just like it's.
So it's not the fact that they're hypersexual, but here's the thing. What else can they get from you? You have nothing, and they're gonna give you everything. So the only thing they can take from you is that. Why? Because that also lets them know what else they can get away with. See. What women don't understand, which is why a lot of women really shouldn't be doing a lot of things they do, what is the biggest show of force that I could do as a man to dominate you? Sex. If I'm on top of you in between your legs, how much control do you have? Even if you're bent over in front of me, how much control do you have?
But what's with the control thing? Like, why do people want to control people like that? I just don't.
You're asking questions that you already know the answers to. What comes with control?
But why?
So again, control is money, power, and respect.
I just don't. It's just like, I just feel like it's just so extreme.
But it's not. It's actually the least extreme that there is because I mean, let's take it back to years before. Like, they were assassinating family members or hurting people and doing all kinds of shit. Back in the 50s and the 60s, they was hanging people out the windows. Sign this contract or die.
Oh, did you hear that Jay-Z told Rihanna that when she first signed? He said he was like, there's two ways out this room, either through that window or you sign in this contract and you become an artist.
And fucking him.
Yeah. I heard she got trafficked over here.
Again, the music industry, the entertainment industry as a whole is all worked out the exact same way.
I want no parts.
Well, then you don't want that money.
I'll take my little influencer money and I'll be good with
She
that.
said, I'm gonna take my little influence.
I will. I'm not trying to. I just can't.
Yeah, because it's not as beautiful as what people think it is. Everybody thinks things are. Here's the crazy part. As an artist, when I was an artist still in the early 2000s. Okay. I made like $20,000 a night, and I could do a show 5 to 6 nights a week. Okay. The most somebody might be getting is like $90,000 to $100,000, whereas nowadays you can get 150, 250, 300, 400, 500, even $1 million. Like Eminem is not doing a show for less than $1 million. Jay-Z's not moving for less than $1 million. Beyonce's not moving for less than $1.5 million. Okay. $20,000 ain't shit. So it was a different game then. And then guess what? I had to stay busy for 5, 6 nights out of the week to make my $20K, and then make another $10K for the after party. So I'm making $30,000 a night, point blank period. And 15% of that goes to my manager or the promoter or not the promoter, manager or my booking agent, whoever did it. They're getting 15 to 30%. It's different now because you make way more money, which means you don't have to be as active. Right? But because you're making so much money now, guess what the labels are doing? Like, I can see an exec literally put it in a contract. It's 365 days out of the year. If I don't get that pussy 180 times this year, your contract's, you're done.
They put stuff like that in people's contracts?
I don't see how they don't.
You know what I think? I think Megan Thee Stallion is fucking the shit out of Jay-Z.
Megan Thee Stallion is getting fucked by
Everybody.
everybody.
Yeah, that is just, oh my God.
But see, if you look at music today, the only ones making it are the strippers and the hoes.
But it's so crazy because her album didn't even chart.
Because no one likes her. She doesn't talk about anything.
She just got a lot of payola because she's fucking the people up at Rock Nation.
Thank you. That's all you got to do. What, as a female, get that pussy up.
Because Glorilla,
you're the highest paid prostitute that there is.
Yeah, and Glorilla outsold her, and it's like you got all this payola from Rock Nation, and
Glorilla's Rock Nation though too.
Is she? I didn't know she was Rock Nation. I thought she was
She's signed to Yo Gotti.
But her
But
her
if you look at
company, Rock Nation?
management, even for most of the artists that are under Yo Gotti's whole thing for management is Rock Nation.
I didn't know that.
A lot of people don't. It's, again,
No wonder why she's been popping out
I
everywhere.
know
recently.
everything about. I have a company where I'm a broker, so I can book every artist. No, fuck artists. Every entertainer, whether you are a comedian, an actor, a sports athlete, or a musician of any, it doesn't matter what genre. I have a whole Rolodex of everybody and what their going rates are. And when they update them, they send it over to me. And I've been doing that for like over 15, almost 20 years now.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's the closest I'm getting to motherfucking industry. Give me my 10%.
And then with the whole Diddy stuff, it's like I heard that Diddy's not the only person that's doing stuff like that. I heard
This is
Drake.
the whole music industry.
I heard Drake got his own operation going on too, and I heard he be messing around with some bestiality.
Okay, so let me explain something to you, because again, this is coming from somebody in the music industry. Like when I was in a relationship with my first baby mama, and we were together, and I was actually 100% faithful. Okay, do you know how many parties I turned down to go to my room to talk to my girl on the phone? A lot. Trey Songz. I knew Trey Songz when he was fucking 15 years old, and he did his first tour with Mountain Dew and One.
And one.
Yeah, and One basketball tour, and they were doing all the music concerts, and that was one of Trey Songz's biggest tours when he first came out, and I was leading that entire thing, and with the what was them nigga, party like a rock star, all of that shit. Okay, so these like Diddy threw parties, but that's what he's known for, was throwing parties. But after every show, every artist has parties. One of my good friends, long before even music, Ray J. After every show, the girls are lined up. Sign this NDA, get your ass up in here. What happens, we never talk about. What party favors do you want? We got them available. As soon as we touch down in a city, I got 2 or 3 dudes that know 2 or 3 other dudes that can go get the party favors. One going to get the coke, the other going to get the weed, the other one going to get the ecstasy. And on the way back to the hotel, they all gonna stop and get the alcohol. And then the entire time I'm on stage performing, they're recruiting out of she's bad, bring her back. 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 And either they gonna have the niggas is finna have a hell of a good time because they just promising these girls that they gonna get a chance with the artist, or like in Drake's case, and here's what people don't even know. All these so-called baddies that be showing up for Drake likes fat girls.
What?
I've seen this with my own. Fat white women is what he goes for. And if you know anybody that's close to him, there's no one that can deny that. This motherfucker loves fat white girls.
What do you mean? Like
He
what?
loves fat white girls.
Why do you think? Why do you say that?
It's not what I'm saying. It's what I know. It's what I've seen. He likes fat white girls.
Like,
So all the baddies show up to the party and he doesn't pay them any attention at all. Go to his room, it's a fat white girl. That's who he's bussing down.
really?
And then he's back at the regular party with all the baddies, not paying them any attention. That's why he's not paying them attention, because he's not interested in them. And they don't even
Wow.
know that. They have no clue.
That's crazy.
When I was on tour with Lil Wayne, I could tell you exactly what type of female Lil Wayne fuck with. Fat Joe, Papoose. I've been on tour with a lot of people. There's a lot of shit. Because I did nothing but major tours.
Mm-hmm.
I made more money off of tours, and I did it more so for the networking. That's how I met. That's how I know all the artists.
Interesting.
So when I got signed, like, I didn't care about being the artist. Like, yeah, I was cool at doing music. I never thought I was the shit, but everybody else thought I was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But I was like, I'm a network. I want to meet everybody. Create a relationship, build something. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there, get with him. All right. Okay, that's that nigga. We gonna hit Bailey up. Yes, hit me up. Going to city, meet club owners, meet promoters. Yeah, y'all niggas is cool. Let's go. Yeah, anytime y'all need to book a show again, hit me up. I got you. Don't call the booking agents. Don't do that. Don't pay the extra fees. This is my fee. It's gonna be cheaper. And if I know you know what it is.
Interesting.
one of the best marketers and managers that I know out there, besides mine. Mine was Mike Bizell, still my business partner to this day. But the next Miami Mike, who created and ran and did everything for Soldier Boy, he is still 100% of the game and killing it. But no, those Diddy parties, Diddy ain't doing nothing any different than what everybody else is doing. The difference is he's on a higher level, because in order for you to be somebody, like, you had to go through Diddy at one point in time. Just like the Quincy Jones, like everybody that's ever been a great exec in the music industry, oh, he got some skeletons in his closet.
Oh, what's that guy's name? He's a producer. He's old though.
White, black.
He's white. He's a old, and he's connected.
Rick Rubin.
No, he's a producer.
Rick Rubin.
Is that the guy that's always having the white parties
with the long hair? No, we talking all the way going back to Beastie Boys. Rick Rubin.
Oh, I just had his name. Clyde Davis.
Oh, Clyde Davis is, yes. He's all of these. Okay.
They asked him about Diddy. There was like a clip I seen they had.
Yeah, they're never.
He acted like he had amnesia. He was like,
Who do you think taught Diddy? Like, you got to understand, these old niggas is the one that taught the young niggas how to do the shit.
That's what everybody's saying.
The only difference is, like, Diddy came up throwing parties already. That's what he was known for, was
he was
throwing
like a promoter
parties.
Before, yeah.
He was the greatest promoter known on the East Coast. So if you're a great party promoter, a great party thrower, and then you get to the fact that you're hanging out with multimillionaires and artists and all this shit, and you throw a great party. And here's the thing. Okay, so like even earlier, when I first saw you, it was like a little bit of a flashback a little bit. So I dated Hoops. You look like Hoops. A lot.
Really? You think so?
Yes, there's a lot about you that's like, oh, fuck, Nicole. Shit.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so let's say I go to a party and then I got my girl Nicole with me. I got Hoops with me, right? And all these niggas want to fuck Hoops. They want her to come to the party. No, you're not going to that party. But then, like, when we're no longer together, now she's going to the parties.
Mm-hmm.
See, what people don't realize is, like, pay attention to females that are trying to be in the entertainment industry, and they're like, oh, I went to his party. Oh, I went to that party. Oh, I went to that party.
Mm-hmm.
It's the parties that get them in. Because it's what are you willing to do at the party? So when you make it to a Diddy party, oh, you went to a Diddy party. What time did you leave? Oh, I was there all night. Oh, okay. You was with the shits. So that's how we know what we know about who we know.
I heard that the entire music industry has herpes.
I cannot confirm or deny that because I don't know. But a lot of Americans are walking around with that shit, so you can't even really like that has nothing to do with the music industry. Mm-hmm. But again, you're talking about men that have access to women all over the world, and they're throwing themselves. Like, here's the crazy part. And I have this conversation quite often on my podcast. Mm-hmm. As a woman, would you ever share your man with another woman?
Fuck no.
You would never be a sister wife?
Fuck
okay.
No.
Okay. But how
I've been told I'm so I had this conversation with somebody before, and they told me I was being possessive because I don't want to share my man.
I mean, technically it is a little possessive.
What? Oh my God.
Possessive.
Not
but
you too.
We'll go past that. Okay, here's the thing. It is possessive. First off, do you take a man's last name or does he take yours?
What does that have to do with anything?
Do you take a man's last name or does he take yours?
I would take his last name.
Okay, do you know what that is?
What is that?
Him actually taking possession of you.
I don't don't think that's taking possession.
Really? What did slave owners do when they took possession of a slave? They changed their what?
Why do people do that when they get married then?
Because
are you trying
that's
to say
why they
that?
say Mr. and that's why they would say Mr. and Mrs. Bailey. Like, you are known by the man that you are attached to. That is actually your owner. That is your holder. Even biblically, that's the exact same thing.
Owner?
It's even biblically speaking.
See, this is exactly why I never got married. And I ain't going to. I ain't planning on it either.
All right, fuck all that shit.
Okay.
Besides that, so try to make me lose my whole train of thought here.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So when these women are going and doing the things that they're doing, it changes like the trajectory of everything that where they could have went or what they could have done or how. And okay, like take it to the marriage aspect. You can't you as a woman, when you are married to a man, like, you are more his than he is yours. You know that, right?
No.
No, but it's true. Okay, let me ask you this. If a man cheats on a woman or his wife and everybody knows, who cares?
Everybody cares.
No one cares. No one cares but other women.
But if a girl cheats,
Now, if a woman cheats on her husband and everybody knows, who cares? That answers your question.
that doesn't answer anything.
Yes, it does. It answers everything.
How though? Just
See,
'cause-
here's the bad part. Here's the accountability that you guys hate. That y'all are held to a higher standard because you're supposed to be the standard. See, y'all always y'all hate the question of what do you bring to the table? Well, like, that's just it. Your answer should never be anything. You shouldn't say shit. Because it's not your job to bring anything to the table.
Okay.
It's the man's job. Who's supposed to protect, provide, and be security?
But they don't do that these days.
Again, that's why I kind of wonder why a lot of y'all fuck with the niggas y'all fuck with.
That's why that's why the the birth rate's low.
No, the birth rate. See, the birth rate, yes, it is very low. But for the niggas that is having babies, they having a lot of babies with a lot of different women.
Yeah, Nick Cannon.
Okay, so this goes back. You as a woman, you will never, you sit here and say, "Oh, I won't share my man," which is what so many other women will say. Okay,
No.
but the moment he's rich and famous, they line up outside the door. And they'll go home to their broke boyfriend like, "I will never share you with another woman for nothing." And then she goes to that fucking concert and shares that nigga with a bunch of strangers and fucking enjoys the shit out of it. Oh my God. It's the best experience of my life. What city are you going to next? I'll meet you there. Women follow motherfuckers around. I know because I've had them follow me.
Yeah, I know. They follow people.
Okay. Just to try to get access. And those exact same women go home and say, "I will never share my man. I will never share you. You're mine. You're mine only."
I feel like that's a certain type of girl, though.
No, that's not a certain type of girl. It's really not. All women are capable of sharing because you've been doing this since the beginning of time. Adam had Eve and Lilith. The problem is you guys forget about the story about Adam and Lilith. Y'all only want to focus on Adam and Eve. Jesus had Mary Magdalene, which was the whore, and Mary of Cleophas. He had 2 wives. There's a lot of things that y'all just hate to, like, y'all don't understand that 1890 is when taxes came into play. So early 1900s is when they even told the slave owners, well, what was left of the slave owners, like, your multiple wives got to go. Yes, you too, white man, you can't have them no more. And then once you get a couple of generations in, aka 1970, and they push y'all into the working field. Why? To double tax you then. Because see, women weren't being taxed then because you weren't working. It's all been for money. So every 50 to 70 years, they re-brainwash you. And right now, because women have been making more money than men for 2 decades so far, well, look at the world we're in right now. Like, get your phone out again and Google she economy, and you see Nike and Lululemon and Starbucks and all of your favorite brands, Mac, Revlon, all these major companies doing exactly what you just said. You're never getting married. You know why they don't want you married? You spend more money. Married women spend less money than than single women. You have nobody to make you rein it in, too. You have kids?
No.
You want kids?
No.
Even better. You are their diamond. They're going to keep you in debt and make money off of you to the day you die.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
And it's literally called the she economy. By 2030, they want more than 50% of you single, and they want that number to continue to rise. And it's been proven. Women by that 2030 that are 30 and above will be single and childless and spend more money than any other demographic in the U.S. And you hold 85% of the U.S. national debt.
Wow. I didn't know that.
They can't tell you the truth.
I still don't want to get married though.
You don't have to get married. Like marriage is business.
I can barely date.
I'm not getting married for that reason. Like I don't want to be in business with the government because that's all you're doing. If me and you go get married, we're signing a contract with the government to join a business in them. But here's the thing. The business is for them. It's not for us. They make more money off of us than we make off of them. Mm-hmm. And then the biggest business is the divorce business. That's why they give custody to women, knowing damn well that children do better with single fathers than they do single mothers.
Really?
100%.
Why?
Over 80% of all of your hardened criminals, the worst criminals in the world, come from single mother households. Okay? Prostitution. I was about to say Netflix. Not Netflix, but OnlyFans. Single parent households. Strip clubs, strippers, all the sex workers. Single family households. Single moms. Single fathers keep their daughters off of poles. Single mothers throw their sons to the streets. Because usually when he gets to a certain age, does he listen to her anymore? And then who's the first person to kick their son out? A single mom, because she can't control him. So he goes to the streets. 2, when the man is what brings discipline to the house and structure. Women don't usually come with structure and discipline. Kids are always more scared of dad than they are mom. That's why mom says, keep it up, I'm going to call dad. Wait till your dad gets home. Wait till I tell your dad. Discipline and structure
I feel
changes
like
the game.
one of the problems is that a lot of men don't want to be fathers nowadays.
That's not true. See, here's the biggest part is, that's a story that's sold. A lot of men don't want to be fathers. But a lot of men don't even get the chance to be fathers because the women are kicking them out. And then when they go to court, the court doesn't allow them to be fathers. So we know it's a lose-lose situation. You can't win. So why would you fight in something that you're guaranteed to lose at? 98% of custody battles go in favor of the mom, even if she's on drugs, homeless, and everything else. It's almost impossible to beat a mom in court, regardless of the situation.
I didn't know that either.
And then quantify. Okay, you've been in relationships. How many guys did you break up with?
Who, me?
Yeah, all your relationships. Who broke up with who first? You or them?
Me.
Okay, so quantify that. Your friends, did they get left or did they leave?
We probably left.
All right, but the story is, I'm not gonna go be with a man because he could just leave me here with nothing. Why would I rely on a man when he'll leave me and just take everything? No, you guys always leave.
Yeah, but you guys give us a reason. It's not like we wake up in the morning and it's like,
that
you
has
know
nothing. Fuck the reason. Fuck the reason. You guys still left. You.
But why would we stay in a situation
Hold-
that's not good?
Half the time, the situation that many people say is not good is it's not benefiting you at the moment.
No, if you're cheating on me, I'm done with you.
Again, see, not benefiting you at the moment.
But so you can be benefit and cheat, and I'm supposed to just stay
Okay.
and deal with it?
God told men to go out and multiply for one. Women outnumber men by almost 10 to 1, right? So are there even enough men to go around for you guys?
But the thing
No,
about
no, no.
it is,
Answer that question.
is there enough men to go on? No.
Okay, so if there's not enough men to go around, and a man's job given by God himself is to go out and to multiply, and we've already talked about it from Adam and Eve and Lilith to Jesus, which is the last known man spoken of in the Bible. How many of those men were in monogamous relationships?
I understand that, but
No,
my
no, no,
thing
no,
is, if you're
hold.
no, but listen, if
But
you're
it's
gonna
God's
be,
will.
yeah, but if you're gonna be, if you don't want to be monogamous, don't lie about it. Be upfront and honest with someone and tell them I'm not a monogamous person, and give that person a decision whether they want to deal with you or not. Don't put on a facade like you're a monogamous person, get into a relationship, waste somebody's time, and it finds out you're a fucking hoe.
Well, here's the thing.
Like if you want to be poly, whatever, you want to fuck everybody.
But that's just, no, stop. You got to stop. That's the problem. A lot of men aren't poly, and it's not the fact, like, men aren't monogamous. Just like in animals, there's no male animal that's monogamous.
Then don't lie and say that you are and you're not.
Well, here's the thing. You know who's monogamous? You. It's in your DNA.
Okay.
So this goes back to where we were at earlier about men and women understanding each other. How many babies can you have in a year?
One, I guess. 'Cause
Okay. How many kids can I make in a year?
you can make as many as you want to.
Okay. That within itself proves to you what monogamy is built for and how.
This is exactly why I'm single. I don't want to deal with it.
Well, this is the thing. Have you noticed that polygamy and polygyny has started to like explode throughout the U.S., especially in Black culture?
I'm tired of it.
Well, here's the thing. That's what the slave owners was trying to beat out of us, because that's how they stopped us from procreating. See, us as human beings, you know who Akon is? Akon and Young G's. You know where he's at right now?
Ain't you in jail?
No, he's in Africa.
Oh.
And he's married to 4 women.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Okay.
Give me that.
We talked about him earlier, but how many girlfriends does Neo have right now?
He's stupid.
3. And you said his name earlier, Nick Cannon?
I just feel like
Nick
men
Cannon?
like that.
Nick Cannon?
I know you're saying like it's in your DNA and blah blah blah, but I just feel like men like that have no self-control.
Now, here's the problem. That's what they sold you on. See, if you were just born even 100 years ago, that would never come out of your mouth because it's the culture.
But my thing is like, if you're willing to lie to somebody and just make a whole fake personality and pretend like you're somebody you're not, and then you're like, you have no self-control.
Okay, so
If you really had self-control,
hold on, let me break this down for you real quick. Let's say you're the love of my life, and I know you're totally against that. Am I really supposed to tell you the truth and lose you? Or should I lie to you and try to protect you?
you're telling me the truth because you love me and you want to be honest with me and we can talk about the situation.
See,
like you're not even
that's your emotion speaking. No, that's not logic.
You're it is logic because you're automatically thinking I'm going to leave you.
Okay, so hold on. Let me ask you this.
I would leave you more for being a liar.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Were you late for work but your boss don't know and you can change your time card? Is somebody going to change their time card? They're going to tell the truth.
That's not the same. That's a bad
How's
analogy.
that? No, it's not the bad because it's the exact same thing. People will do anything they can get away with, especially if it doesn't have to change the outcome of their life. Men lie to women because you guys have been We have all, men and women, for the most part, have been raised and brainwashed that it's one man to one woman, but the numbers don't align. And the crazy part about it is, when you really actually think about it, the majority of you as women don't even fuck the majority of us as men. You go for the best of the best that you can possibly get in every way possible. Taller, bigger, stronger, richer.
That's not true.
Then why is there a term broke men, but there's no term for broke women?
There is a term for broke women.
What's it called?
A bum bitch.
But that's what women call women. That's not what men call you.
Yeah, y'all call us birds.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do. If somebody's like, if you're a bum bitch, you get called that's what a bird is. Like, you're a bird. That's the term for that.
More niggas take care of broke female. A millionaire will go take a woman out of McDonald's, but it would never be the fact if it was a millionaire female and he was the hottest thing in McDonald's.
But then y'all complain.
No, we don't. Y'all complain about us. See, we, as a man, I will change your life. The more money you give me, the more I will change your life. The more money I give you, the better your life will be for you.
That's not true.
It is true. You're going to say, oh, I'll take care of my mama and my best friend. But you're still not going to fuck with a broke nigga.
That's not true. I fucked with so many broke dudes.
But you're broke now, too. You're just like, you're not, if you were
I'm not
millionaire,
rich, but I'm not broke.
You know what I mean? When I say in the terms of the world we live in, you're right. You're not rich.
Okay, if I'm not
But
rich,
hold on, but let me ask you this. But you saw his you saw that he was ambitious, or you saw his potential.
Yeah.
There you go. See, y'all will fuck with potential because you can see him being rich one day.
Potential doesn't mean being rich.
Okay, being better and being able to take care of you and provide for you the way you would prefer it to be.
That's not being rich.
Technically, yeah, it actually is rich.
That's being a normal civilian. Like,
no, because the normal civilian makes like $45,000 to $55,000 a year, and that can't pay for shit.
but if you have self-control, you know how to control your money and save your money. Because there are guys, guys running around out here.
How much do you pay in rent?
$1,500.
Okay, $1,500. Okay, that's $18,000 right there. Okay, so that's almost half of his pay. You got a car payment?
No.
Okay, average person has about $250 on a car payment. Okay, that's another $3,000. You're up to $21,000. Insurance. Let's say insurance average is another.
Okay, but I have a question. So, are you calculating these numbers in like expecting like, oh, I expect this man to take care of me in my life? Because like,
Well, remove yourself from that, and let me ask you this: how many women are saying that?
wait, say it again.
Remove yourself from this question that you're asking, and think about other women in this world right now, and are they not saying that
See,
and
that's why
expecting that?
I can't have these conversations. Because you know what another conversation is that people that is like, I don't know, people go back and forth about the whole 50-50 thing. Like for me, this is just my opinion, and I feel like I don't mind going 50-50 with somebody. I don't mind. I know a lot of people don't want to do that, but me personally, I don't mind going 50-50 because I put in half just like you, and everything's equal.
True, but the crazy part about it, let me ask you this question: is a man supposed to lead?
But you're not. The only reason why I don't like that is because I feel like anytime you let a man do something for you, like let's say I was the type of girl to be like, oh, I'm just gonna have this man take care of me, blah blah blah. Then they want to hold it shit over your head and bring it up and bring it up. Well, I did
Says
this
who?
for you. Well,
When?
I did that for
Where?
you.
All of our grandparents lived that lifestyle, and nothing was ever held over grandmother's
Oh,
head.
guys can't wait to throw. As soon as they do something for you, they can't wait to throw that shit in your face. I get you this.
Hold on. So we're gonna go back to what I said earlier about being raised also by single mothers. They're emotional men. They don't know how to be men. They've never had structure. They don't know how it is to actually lead. It's a whole totally different ballgame. See, here's the first thing that I tell women all the time. You know one of the first questions you should be asking a man? Were you raised by your mom and your dad? If they say no, fucking leave. If he doesn't know masculine energy and only knows feminine emotional energy, yeah, he gonna throw that shit in your face. But he also doesn't even really come equipped with protection,
I'm gonna add that to my list of
provision.
questions to ask people when I interrogate them.
Here's the thing: when a woman, when people are dating, these are questions. The questions y'all should really be asking is, what was your household like? What was it like growing up for you? Okay, how much money do you make? All right, how much money
You
do
ask
you?
people that? People ask people that?
Fuck yeah, I will in a heartbeat.
How much money you make?
How much money do you make?
That's crazy. I would never ask that. I'd
Well,
never
here's
ask
the
that.
thing. For me as a man, I'm a different breed of man too. I've never had a woman live under my roof and pay bills.
If you offer me to stay with you and not pay no bills, I'm still gonna pay you half.
You can't.
Why?
I would never, because even if you gave me the money, snuck the money, put it somewhere, and I ended with the money, I know what your fucking zeal is. I'm putting it right back.
And we're just gonna keep going back and forth.
No, we're not.
We will.
No, because this is the thing. You're gonna wear down before I will.
You're taking the money.
It's never happened. It would never happen.
Has anybody offered you the money?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would never happen.
'Cause
That defeats the purpose of me being a man. And if I throw it in
so
your
I should stop
face,
going 50-50 with people.
well, you know why you should stop going 50-50? Because you also lose 50% of your respect for him.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, because it's psychological. You don't even understand that. 2, as a female, you should be scared of going 50-50. Because lo and behold, you change your mind. You decide to get pregnant and have a baby, and you have to miss work because obviously you're pregnant. When your 50 is no longer there, how do the bills get paid? That's the difference. A man is supposed to be the provider. So when you don't that's just it. That's also removing masculinity out of you. See, when you remove the masculine out of a woman, which means she doesn't have to worry or stress about bills, because that's the biggest thing. You have your money, your 50 on the first, and he doesn't have his on the second. And how come you don't have your money? You're already creating arguments.
Well, how come you don't have your money?
Because you got paid the day before him.
Oh, well.
And then you're going to start questioning, well, what did you spend your money on? See how that creates an issue?
As long as you have your money, like you're grown, I'm grown.
no,
Have your
fuck-
half, your half.
Fuck that. See, again, that is masculine. That is masculine energy. You're bringing a whole totally different dynamic to the relationship that we should never have. As a matter of fact, if I go, babe, how much is rent? I don't fucking know. I ain't never paid it. How much is utilities? I don't know. I ain't never fucking paid it. How much is the phone bill? Why are you asking me these dumbass questions? I don't ever want you to be able to answer those questions.
Interesting.
Simple as that.
I don't think I would be comfortable not being able to answer those questions, to be honest with you.
Like, you've never been in that situation before either.
True.
Yeah. So,
Facts.
like, that's the thing. It's my job as a man to make your life more relaxing. It's your job to make my life peaceful.
Where those men at?
I can only speak for one.
Can't relate.
Yeah. My brother and his wife, exact same thing. I want a new Tahoe. He just goes and buys it. She don't have to worry about shit, but she still works. House is due. It's already paid for. Your job as a man is to protect, provide, and be safety and security. Which means you have to take the back seat. But you're raised to not depend on a man because a man's going to leave you and is going to hold shit over your head. That's what you've been told. It's drilled in your head.
I'm not scared about nobody leaving, but I don't like to deal with infidelity either. But
Half of the shit that females call infidelity ain't even fucking infidelity.
if you're fucking
Most of
somebody
these-
else, that's infidelity.
Well, here's the problem, too. Do you want to fuck with a nigga that can't get no pussy?
Yes.
No, you don't. You're a fucking liar because that means he can't get you.
It's my decision.
Again. Y'all love to fuck with these attractive ass dudes that women will throw pussy at and then expect him to only fuck with you.
Exactly.
It doesn't work that way.
Why?
That's like telling a mouse, only eat the cheese from this house.
But my thing is, like, it's not even safe for people to be doing that. Like, you know all these STDs out here?
See, here, this goes back to, this is some crazy shit. Women say that shit all the fucking time. But you
Yeah.
already sleeping with this nigga unprotected for who knows how long, and you ain't never caught shit, and he was doing whatever he did before you came along in the first place. So clearly he does things safely.
They don't do stuff safely. They have no doctor. They have no primary care.
Most men don't have doctors or primary care because
That's
no.
unacceptable.
You know who sets that up for them? This goes back to, again, growing up. A wife, your girlfriend usually does that for you. Men we will. Okay, you saw I had a little bit of a limp earlier coming in. I tore my ACL 4 years ago. I need surgery.
Oh my God.
I've been going crazy in the gym to get my ass back in shape again. So it's fucking with me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather it fuck with me than to go have surgery and not be able to do shit for the next, I don't know, year. I'm cool being in pain because it don't hurt that bad. I'm still going to go squat 460, 520. It's temporary. But I know what my body gonna look like when I get done with this shit. I'd rather do that and then be like, maybe I'll go see the motherfucking doctor. I broke this elbow last year, literally days before Christmas. Okay? Couldn't wait to get out that motherfucker to get back in the gym. The moment he released me that same night in the gym. Prior to that, like, I'll go get once a year, twice a year, just because I am active the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to a doctor and get my blood work done. I'll get a physical done. I want prostate cancer, and my sex drive is fucking amazing. I don't want to lose that. Out of certain things I don't want to lose. I want to make sure certain levels is cool. But going to a doctor on a regular basis, I don't have a primary care doctor. I already called my cousin, who your doctor? See if he'll give me an appointment. I'll call another cousin, who your doctor? See if I can get an appointment. I don't need to go see no motherfucking doctor on a regular basis. I'm not old enough for that shit yet.
You should go to the doctor once a year.
I just said I do it yearly.
Okay.
Twice a year I get my blood work done.
Okay, yeah. There you go. You good then.
And when I'm super sexually active, I get tested
Yeah, good. Okay.
once a month.
Good. That's great. A lot of people don't do that.
Oh, no.
Like, they just be out here reckless.
I can't be reckless.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so many people are just reckless.
That's younger people.
And I just feel like if I'm going to be in a relationship with you and you're not being honest about being monogamous, then you're putting me at risk.
9 times out of 10, this is the thing. He could be the epitome of the best man for you. The moment he tells you that, you disqualified him. That's why he gonna lie. Y'all will disqualify a man over anything and everything. You look for reason to disqualify.
That's not true.
It is true. And you've made it a very strong line in the sand. If you cross this motherfucking line, nigga, you was not getting these cookies. So he gonna lie. And 99.9% of all men are gonna lie. Because 100 of 100 men, if a woman came to him and said, babe, you know, you can have a girlfriend on the side as long as, you know, be safe about it, etc. Every nigga is gonna go. Some of them gonna take their time because they're gonna be like, this shit's a setup.
But like, if you're in a relationship, how can you have sex with somebody else if you are in love with someone?
Here's the problem. You are emotional. We are logical. Sex to
How
us,
is that logical?
Sex to us is not mental. It's not emotional like that. I can fuck 10 people in a day and not be in love with any of them. You fuck one person and you're digmatized. I love you. I need you.
I don't do all that, but
You know what I'm saying.
yeah, but
I just want to be with you, babe. Just you. Just you. No, we can fuck from sun up to sundown and be perfectly fine with, like, we don't need no attachment.
That's so cold.
It's not, again, see, it's understanding the nature of man and how God created us. Y'all hate that shit because it's not beneficial to you.
It doesn't
Two,
have nothing to do with being beneficial. It has
it does.
something to do with
It
being
does.
honest.
No, it does. It is not beneficial to you because, one, there's two reasons. Number one reason is you hate feeling like you're in competition with another woman. Two, because you're emotional, you can't understand that sex for men is not emotional. So the moment that he goes and fucks someone else, you can't even think about how he could, if he loves me and he's loved me so much, and he does
Because
this
wouldn't
and
you
does
think
that.
about, hey, what I'm about to do, how is this going to make this other person feel?
Again, see, that is an emotional response, and men aren't emotional. We're
So
logical.
you don't take a logical thought second to think about how your actions are going to affect another person that you love?
Okay, let me ask you this. If you could be a millionaire today, broke tomorrow, a millionaire the day after, then broke again, and a millionaire day after, and then broke again, and then a millionaire after, and then broke again, and you could go back and forth that easily, would the $1 million mean anything to you?
No, because you can get it anytime you want.
Thank you. That is sex for you, motherfucker. That is sex for you. Now, as a man, where it is scarce, and either you have to play the game, be the game, have the good mouthpiece. You got to do all this different shit just to get to the cookie. And then one day a random that you're interested in is willing to just give it to you. You don't have to work for it. You think he's just going to say no? No. We've had to work for it over and over. And he had to work for it even with you. And then for the first time in his life, it's like, boom, you could just have it. Just do it. There's no thought process. He's going to do it and try to get away with it.
That's so fucking stupid.
It's, again, why? Because you can have it, lose it, have it, lose it, have it, lose it, have it, lose it. It comes easy to you. So it's hard for you to fathom what it's like when you have to work for something.
That don't sound like pathetic to you? Like,
If
Like-
it's pathetic, then give your cookie away to anybody. Because
No.
that's what you're saying. Like, you have to think about what you're saying. When you say if that doesn't sound pathetic to you, then stop making niggas work for it.
no, that's not.
See?
Yeah, no.
But see, this is the thing. You're in control of that. So you can't call it pathetic when...
The pathetic part is that, I never get this, but it's this easy. I'm just gonna take it. Oh, that's so pathetic. It's like, dude, really?
Okay.
Like,
And when somebody wins the $1 billion lottery ticket or $1 million lottery ticket, don't they do the same thing? And you see how quickly all of them lose it? Because it was just given to them. So when you logically start to think about everything in life, like, doesn't a homeless person feel like that if they can get a free meal? Everything, like what you're calling pathetic, applies to so many different things in life. I own a car lot. Let me go ahead and give you a free car. You gonna say no? No, you're not.
if somebody tried to give me a free car, I would be like, okay, what's the catch?
There's no catch. Other than the fact that if you take it, that's pathetic.
It is pathetic because why are you taking free cars from people that are just giving out shit that you don't even know where it came from?
I just
what's
decided it's a
included
tax.
to it?
See, this is the thing. For me, it's a tax write-off, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you.
Nothing's free.
But you don't know that. You're right. It's not free. I'm getting paid from the government.
And I'm just, you giving me a car, you're not just going to give me a car for free.
Again, it's a tax write-off. I'm going to get paid for it regardless.
Okay, but what do I have to do for you?
Come get it.
And what else?
Sign the piece of paper that says I gave it to you.
And what? And
That's it. See, when you according to your logic, that's pathetic if you take it.
That's not a good analogy.
Why? They do it on The Price is Right every week, don't they? And that's why they're able to do it, because it's a tax write-off.
I don't know.
See, this is why Fresh and Fit wins.
They don't like
Yes,
you. Like
it's
you
the
guys
lie. No.
think you're doing something with that.
No,
I just don't.
see,
You're not. I'm not convinced.
You're answering emotionally. You're not thinking about the logic behind it.
What is the logic?
The logic behind it is
that you're in your
okay. How many CEOs are there in the world? Successful, multi-million, even billion-dollar CEO. No. How many millionaires? They call millionaires the 1%ers of the United States of America, right? The 1%ers. 1%ers. 1%. That is the equivalent to a guy who has sex thrown at him. He is a 1%er.
Okay, time out. Let me ask a question. Why is it so like? Is it really that hard for y'all to get sex? Like, I just don't understand. Maybe that's the part I just don't understand.
Ask yourself this: How do you give it up easy?
No.
So you can't ask that question because
but
no, quantify yourself.
No.
Why do you think? No. Hold on. Why do you think prostitutes and female strip clubs make so much fucking money?
Because guys don't want to put in the work to get to know somebody.
They don't want to put in the what?
So that's the pathetic part. You guys just want stuff easy given to you. Like
Okay.
you don't want to work for nothing.
Okay, so then how come you ain't at
You-
how
you
come
work-
how come you're not paying for male prostitutes or going to see male strippers?
Because it's stupid and I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
And it's
because
gross.
at any given time you could have any man that you want.
That's
You
not
don't
true.
have to work for it.
That's not true.
I mean, you can't just show up and get Shamar. You can't get, I don't know. Who do you find attractive? Lorenz Tate. I don't fucking know. Name a dude, somebody. Michael B. Jordan.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. You can't get them because you're not around them. But this is the crazy part. Put you in the space with them, I guarantee they would try to fuck with you.
But guys will fuck any girl though. It's not just me.
What part of a guy would just fuck any girl? Because we have to shoot our shot at all girls. We have to. The more shots you shoot, you finally get.
So when you guys are looking, you guys don't think like okay, I guess that's my
Okay,
answer.
look at the numbers of dating apps. How many guys swipe right?
But y'all are on dating apps not looking for dating. You guys
Stop.
are looking for sex.
Stop. That's not true. That's not true. Because if that's the case, so many women would never get married, and plenty of actually the marriage rate for dating apps is very high. How many guys swipe right on dating apps?
I don't know.
Okay, look at the statistics. It's staggering. A man can swipe right 900 times. You know how many times a female swipe right? 3 or 4.
That's because you guys take bad pictures and your profile don't be saying shit.
See how you try to make excuses.
I'm not making excuses. That's facts. If I go to look at your profile and your picture's ugly and you're not saying shit, why would I swipe right on you?
Okay, so
You guys go by appearance. So if you look at my picture and my picture look good, you're not gonna go read what I put on the profile. You're gonna swipe right.
Okay.
If I go to a dating
Perfect.
profile,
Stop. Hold on. Stop right there. You just proved everything. You're proving my point 100%. We have to meet so much of your criteria to even get you to swipe. Our criteria is very low.
it's just how you look.
Again, our criteria is still way lower than yours.
Then that means
So
you're not
you
really
just-
interested in getting to know somebody. You're looking for sex.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Then why wouldn't you care about what's on the person's profile?
Because again, it's a numbers game. We wait for you to respond to go pay attention to your profile. Our criteria is not as high as yours. 9 times out of 10 look good. We'll find out if you're a good person after the fact. You need to know all of that up front.
Because why would I waste my time?
See, this is why men lie.
If I go to your if I'm on your profile and your profile says just looking for sex and that's not what I'm looking for,
No,
then
but
no.
just understand this. The whole point of the message is you are not easily cracked.
The thing about it is,
if
like,
you
you
are
guys,
not easily cracked and other women are just like you, a majority of them on top of that.
y'all put zero effort though. Y'all don't put no effort. Doesn't it? Y'all be and you're overcomplicating things.
Okay, well, here's the crazy part. Who is supposed to be the epitome of the beauty standard, the guy or the girl?
What does beauty standards have to do with that?
Because the woman is supposed to be the beautiful one in the relationship. The man is supposed to be the strength and the leadership in the relationship. You guys are looking for a man to match the same thing. You're looking for a beautiful man. Beautiful men are not the ones that provide.
That's not true.
That is true. That's why so many women are losing today.
We're looking for people who can hold a conversation.
Well, you won't never know if they're going to hold a conversation because we're grocery shopping online without any conversation.
No, because if it says post a bio and you say nothing, little to nothing.
I mean, I could create
a
that
lot of people
exact
just have their fucking zip code in the bio.
Here's the crazy. I could make that exact same profile that you're speaking of. And the crazy part is I'm the best conversationalist in the world. And we can cover every topic under the sun. So that's a prejudgment. You have to actually get to know someone.
But how are you supposed to? When you make a dating profile, the purpose is for you to is for you to promote yourself, and it says post a bio, and you don't say nothing.
Again, that's why.
Nothing. You have nothing to say, even if you're
That's
fine
why,
as hell, and you have a
that's
picture.
why you are the beauty standard, and we are not. That's why you are the communicator. We went over this, and we are not. See, you cannot expect a man to be what you are.
So I can't.
And
expect
there's hold on. There's a reason that the majority of these male profiles are all the same. Because again, we are not the beauty standard. We're not taught to be the beauty standard, and we're not taught to create bios on ourselves. We are always judged off of the work that we do, not what we say.
But y'all didn't do any work. You had one job is to make a bio so somebody can know a little bit about you, and you couldn't even do that.
Exactly, because we've never learned.
So you can't. So
Who wrote better book reports at school, the guys or the girls?
It's a bio on a date.
Who
It's not
wrote-
that complicated.
Who wrote better book reports in English, the guys or the girls?
I don't know.
You went to English, you know damn well. Who had better penmanship, the guys or the girls?
So making a bio is that complicated where you can't even say one paragraph about yourself?
I mean, this is again, most men communicate?
But how are you going to have a conversation with me in person and you couldn't even put your age or nothing? Like
Again,
nothing?
Here you go. You didn't answer the question. Do most men, are they able to communicate?
Some are.
Okay, and some of the profiles do. There you go. You answered your
Exactly.
own question.
Yeah, some of the profiles do, but majority of them don't.
Which tells you a lot about the men.
Yeah, they ain't shit.
No, it's not the fact that they ain't shit. They actually are shit. They just don't know how to do that shit.
They're lazy.
No, they're not lazy.
Because it takes 2 seconds to say, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm 35 years old. I'm looking for blah, blah, blah. That's it. 2 seconds to do. You can't even do that. Why? Because you're just looking for sex. That's all you. Because if you don't take the time to even put your name and what you're looking for, you're just wasting time. Like you're just wanting sex.
You know who writes more men's profiles than the men? Their female friends.
At least you took the initiative to have somebody do it for you. You just didn't do shit. Like, it's a waste.
Do you understand the point, though?
No. I mean, I get what you're trying to say, but it doesn't make sense to me.
Here's the thing. It doesn't have to make sense. As long as you understand,
'Cause it's just-
men have to work 10 times harder than you do. So when something comes easy to the person that has to work for it all the time, it's a lot easier to succumb.
And another thing, is like you keep saying men have to work 10 times harder. Men have to work 10 times harder for the women that you want, because there are women who want you, but the women who want you, those are not the women that you want.
And the same thing applies. The men that want you are not the men that you want. You have men that you actually want. They don't want you. The coin is the same for both sides.
Yeah, but we're talking about men's dating profiles and just the way that y'all think. Like,
But a lot of women's profiles are absolute trash.
I know.
So more women don't say shit in their
But the-
profiles than
the-
anything.
the
They're
only-
just going off of their face card.
Yeah,
and
but-
that's the biggest thing. That's all they'll post to is their face
And
card.
and when they
And
do
then
that, then you know what kind of woman you're dealing with. And that's not
you
the kind
show up and she looks like a Winnebago.
if that's not the kind of woman you want, then you know not to swipe on her. If a girl doesn't put a lot of thought into her profile, then she's obviously not being serious.
Divoy'e. Welcome to No Cap Reacts.
I need another girl on here with me, man.
I told you to bring some friends.
Because we just having a miscommunication about this.
It's not a miscommunication.
It is.
You're listening, but you're not hearing.
I am hearing you, but it don't make sense to me. Like,
Well, see, again,
I don't see the logic in what you're saying.
the logic is, can I give you $1 million?
Why is it that I don't understand why you keep saying it's that hard for you guys to get sex? Like, how is it that hard for you guys to get girls? It's not that hard.
Okay.
Y'all be overcomplicating things.
Look at some studies. A lot of women are now becoming men. You realize that 70% of them are committing suicide.
No,
Yeah, because they find out that life is harder as a man.
I'm sure it is. I'm not saying it's not.
One of the
I
biggest
agree
things,
with that 100%.
one
Life
of the
is harder
biggest
as a
thing
man.
that is the hardest thing for people to get is like women.
Y'all make things worse on yourself because you're so overly focused on what you think somebody else want instead of being yourself. Could have just got the person right there, but you're so overly focused on this girl probably wants somebody with money, blah blah blah. When in reality, she doesn't need all of that. She doesn't want all of that. We just want to see who you are. Are you funny? Are you?
You say that, but again, I keep having to remind you, remove yourself from that conversation and put your friends in it, that other people that you have known. And is that actually the case, or is that a you thing?
It might be a me thing.
Thank you. So you cannot compare.
Maybe that's why I don't understand because I don't know.
Yeah, you're looking at things through your lens, and the world is not in your lens. Only
Yeah.
your world is through your lens.
Okay.
See,
No,
when I
you're
have
right.
these conversations, I have these conversations based off of the majority of the world. Also, all the women that I've had on this couch. Also, all the guys that I've had on this couch. And even the lesbians. And I've interviewed OnlyFans girls, porn stars, people in poly lifestyles. Oh, trust me, your thought process compared to everybody else's thought process is not the same.
Okay.
And it's hard to explain things to people that are refusing to remove themselves from the conversation
No, I got you.
and look through the lens of the world
Well, for me, it's hard because
and the majority.
I can't believe people think like that. That's crazy.
But here's the crazy part. Okay, so ask yourself this: as a woman, like, as women, how many women make it to 30 years old as virgins?
Oh, they're probably little to none.
Okay, thank you very much. How many men will make it to their 30s as virgins?
I don't know.
Okay, over 30%, 33+%.
Interesting.
How many women will go 1 year with no sex at all?
A lot.
Okay, how many men will go with 1 year with no sex at all?
Y'all won't.
80%.
Y'all, none of y'all.
80%.
80%.
Yes, 80%. Here's another statistic for you. Over 90% of women have procreated. Only 27% of men have procreated. That's all throughout history.
What?
Thank
Where you getting these numbers from?
The world, because okay, think about this. Okay, so little old me, I got 3 kids, 2 baby mamas. Genghis Khan, who like conquered the world, and like it says like 90% of us have his blood in our bloodline. Shaka Zulu. It's like 90% of all men hold his bloodline. See, Courtney says men don't have it like that, like women think. But this is no. Here's the crazy part. The only reason you think that men have it like that is because you've dealt with an upper echelon of men that can have whatever woman they want. So you think that all men are like that.
That's not true.
Yeah,
Because I have messed with some bum ass dudes that cheated on me. I'm like, how dare you have the audacity to cheat on me and you're a fucking bum.
correct. He's a bum, but he was a good looking bum because if he wasn't, he would have never gotten you. And that's just
not
it.
true.
Or,
I date ugly guys.
Or he had fucking game.
He was a nice person.
He had game. Okay? And a nigga with game, just like he got you, there was a before you, there's an after you, and in most cases, there's a doing you. She said majority of men are invisible to women. See, look.
Majority of men are invisible to women?
Majority of men. That's why I asked you about the guy at the gas station. You can't even say it. You can't even tell me. I guarantee you can't even tell me one time where you were in a grocery store or the gas station or anything and you saw the employee and was like, damn, I should have got his number.
I do that, but I won't do it though. I'm like, okay, fine.
No, he's beneath you.
That's not true.
And in your dating calculations, it is because again, like you said, even a motherfucker needs to match your energy. Okay. 50-50. You'll do 50-50, but to have a motherfucker that was even gonna give you 70-30, I guarantee you would love that.
70-30 is cool. I gotta be paying something because you're not about to hold shit over my head.
That makes me question you. Like, what kind of fucking dudes did you date that had them holding shit over your head?
Yeah, there's some evil people out here.
But you chose them.
I know, but they lied in the beginning, and when I find out who they really are, they got rid of them.
Well, so that's the reason why for women you have a term that says when you lie, they buy. When you lie, women buy. Y'all love to hear the sweet shit. AKA, he had a mouthpiece. AKA, he lied to you.
Yeah.
AKA, what I said a long time ago. Women, y'all love to hear the good shit. We're based off of our actions. But even if I decided to start dating you today, like you need to hear the sweet nothings. What do you plan on doing with me? Stupid question to ask. Do you want to be in a long-term relationship? Stupid question to ask. Facts. You have to actually pay attention. See, this is the thing. Men are judged off of actions. You are judged off of your beauty. That's why looking for a beautiful man is the dumbest thing that women can do.
I only date schmedium ugly.
She said schmedium ugly. which is keywords. See, that's womanese for men that are still somewhat attractive.
But when you stare at them a little bit, they get like a little ugly.
Exactly. She said that they said that's why most cases it's easier for a man to slot a woman based on her actions, not what she says.
Okay.
Because, see, this is the thing. It doesn't matter what he was. You started to see his actions, and his actions didn't align with his words, and then that's why you end up in these traumatized relationships and you've been cheated on. Hence, again, it doesn't matter what he tells you. You have to actually see it. So even if he did come in and say, oh, I'm not going to be monogamous to you, again, he could be the best man in the world, but you are going to automatically disqualify him.
No, not necessarily. Because if you come to me and say, I like you a lot, but I'm going to be honest with you, I can't be monogamous with you. I'm like, cool, I'll hang out with you when I feel like it, but I'm not going to be monogamous with you either.
Again, so you're shooting. See, this lets him know that he has a chance with a beautiful woman, a.k.a. you, and he wants to fuck with you. But like you said, I'll hang out with you. That's you disqualifying him. But
you just told me you're disqualifying me because you don't want to be monogamous with me.
It's more highly unlikely. It's more highly unlikely that you're actually going to kick it with him.
like we can be friends. Like,
see, again, men and women aren't even friends. You friend zone him. He didn't friend zone you. So he's always in the back of his mind going to still be trying to get you cookies.
he's not going to. He can try all he wants. That's fine.
See, again, so that's not a friend. That's why y'all got to stop saying men are friends.
Men are not friends. Yeah,
Exactly.
not. I learned that. Oh my God, I learned that.
And again,
And it's so crazy when guys be trying to act like they're a friend, and then they be saying like little slick shit, and you're like, what the fuck? And then like they just be trying to like say little stuff and try like get that shit out of here, man. Like that shit is so fake.
again, facts.
See, just saying little fake ass shit. I'm just trying to. Oh, why y'all like this?
Where can they find you at?
Divoy'e IG. Y'all want to hear some more from your girl? DIVOYEINC on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, X, Facebook.
OnlyFans.
No. I don't do that.
Shit. What do you think of the show?
This is fun.
See?
This is fun. It's fun. I like it.
You can talk about whatever the fuck you want to over here.
I know. It's a very open conversation.
See, and the reason I have these conversations too is enlightening to other people. They get to learn things and hear things.
I learned a lot today. A lot about men's brains and how they think. I think, and I learned that I'm an emotional person,
And here,
which I already knew that, but
all women are emotional though.
some more than others.
Emotion overrides all logic.
I'm very emotional.
That's how many windows you busted out, how many tires you cut.
Ooh.
See,
I don't do that anymore.
you're a liar
I don't.
because you don't date.
I will, and that's the reason why. Because I know myself and I can't control my emotions a lot of times, so I don't even put myself in those situations.
Again, he said, I just found this show through her IG. Solid show. Appreciate that, sir.
Oh shit! I hope nobody.
Here's the thing. When you come on certain shows, certain podcasts, because I don't really run this as a podcast. I run this as a show.
It's a show.
Okay. When you come on certain shows, there needs to be a premise for it. So one, I want to introduce the world to you. Okay. On my platform, the people that fuck with me, people that come here, people that randomly show up from Australia to New Zealand to China, all the different places these motherfuckers come from, because I'm on every platform.
Wow.
We're
Shout
on.
outs to the world.
He said, shout out to the Arizona fan. Appreciate that. Definitely. So when you come on these platforms, right, not only do they get to introduce to you and they should show up on your fucking platform, which you better start fucking streaming. Okay.
Do you use Streamline?
I use Restream.
Okay.
I'll go over all that when we get done.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But
Put me
at the
on.
same time, what actually also happens is people get to like get a one-on-one with who you are
Did that sound crazy?
that you don't show when you're doing like
yeah, I know. Was
your
my
live
crazy
interview.
exposed?
No. I mean, you can always go back and watch this all over again too, because it's always going to be there. And that's what makes it more fun too. When you watch it, you may actually like learn something again, because you're going to be like, damn, that's really what I sound like. Damn, that's really how I think. Damn, he really said that. I'm not like, because sitting there right now, yeah, it's going to trigger your ass.
Did I sound triggered? I kind of was a little bit.
You was.
I was triggered.
He said, I'm already on it, fam. Been streaming like crazy on my channel. Right on. So like, once you remove the initial outburst of it, then you'll be able to swallow the actual peel.
Oh my goodness.
Right? Which is the crazy part. Because the show that you said you hate, the one that we were talking about earlier, the F and the F.
Yes.
Okay. You just had your own version of
I
some
know.
of that, right?
I know.
And you see how you reacted?
You Whatever.
So,
I just got triggered.
are they really crazy?
They
Because
are.
this is the thing.
They're still crazy.
No. Because are you not having a good time?
I am having a good time.
Are you having fun?
I'm having fun.
You feel comfortable?
This couch comfy. Yes. I am.
Do you feel attacked?
Do I feel attacked? No.
Yeah. And here's the crazy part. You know how many of those females come off of that show? And you said it. Oh, but then they end up fucking them and all that. Yeah, you know why? Because they feel the exact same way. See, here's the thing. As women, you guys hate. Yes, Fresh and Fit. You guys hate. You absolutely hate for someone to come in and not agree with you.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
As long as if we don't agree, as long as you make it make sense, then just make it make sense.
Okay. So then, once you get past that, then you sit there and go, wow, this motherfucker really ain't just giving me what I want. I think I like him a little bit.
That's not. No.
He said you should listen to Anton Daniels.
I never even heard of that. Is it a podcast?
I'm going to say so. So remember that. Anton Daniels.
Never heard of that guy.
2, moving forward, step in and come watch some of these shows. I'm going to have your ass back for sure.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I would love to come back.
Because you're cool. Like, you were like, I have
Was this your favorite interview ever of all time? I'm just joking.
I have a lot of females that really don't be having no friends or nothing, but I know they feel more comfortable. They had some female energy here, just like how what you just said.
Yeah, I need some backup, man.
So, you know, when I know somebody and they actually are for sure planning on, you can come be my co-host.
I would love that.
See, I got a whole nother camera right over here.
Oh, that one's not on?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even turn it on this time. I mean, you want them to have both angles of you? You wanted 2 angles of you?
No, this is enough. I keep trying to see. I'm not trying to look at myself in this big monitor right over here.
The big ass TV up there?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to, though.
Yoda chilling back here. Right there. He over here like chilling.
Grogu, he get the most attention. Oh, you see that game behind your head? To the other.
Oh yeah.
Truth or drink. That comes in handy on Freaky Fridays.
Oh.
And the crazy part is, you see where the game is at, right?
Uh-huh.
So who controls the questions?
Who we do?
Yes.
The guests?
The guests control the questions.
The guests.
So whatever you pull, you have to ask and answer.
It's like a wild question card game.
It is truth. Hand me the game real quick.
Okay.
We're going to do a little...
Oh, we gonna do so? Okay.
We're going to do... We'll end the show on a truth or drink question.
Okay.
Hey, if you want to come, go ahead and hit my Instagram. It's nocappreacts, Capp with 2 P's. And yeah, I'll gladly have you on the show. I'm booking for December right now. I think I got like three days open for December. And I'll definitely come on somebody else's podcast. I love going on podcasts. Well, I can't say I love going on podcasts because nobody actually has me come to their podcast.
This is my second podcast.
Yeah. As a podcaster, most people don't invite you to their podcast. That's the crazy part.
Start inviting people to your podcast.
I'm going to go to the juicy questions.
The juicy questions.
Yeah, we're going to go to the juicy questions.
Oh my god.
Put you on the spot.
What is it about to say?
All right, so do this. You pull one card and ask me a question, and I'm going to pull a card and ask you a question.
Pull a card?
Anyone, doesn't matter. And we have to answer.
Okay, this says, what scared you the most about sex as you were coming of age?
Nothing. I got my first first real ass whooping when I was like 5 years old for humping on my neighbor. Her name was Summer,
Oh my god.
and I lost my virginity at 8.
What?
So I was not afraid of sex at all.
That's insane.
I was ready to go. God made me different.
What?
Okay, you ready?
No, but go ahead.
How confident are you in your sexual orientation? Have you ever experimented outside of it or considered it? Do you think you ever will? AKA, have you ever been with another woman?
No, I haven't. I'm strictly dickly.
Have you ever been curious?
No. But you know what's so crazy is I get hit on by more girls than I do guys. And they be baddies too. And I'm like, I don't go that way.
Because it's Arizona.
It's crazy. Like, I get hit on by more women than men. And they be bad as fuck.
Let me ask this person that's in the chat. Do you think... Push the mic down a little bit. Do you think she looks a little like Hoops?
Oh. I don't think I do. Let me look her up real quick. Hoops. From Flavor of Love, right?
Yeah.
Hoops. I've never gotten Hoops before.
Look, I've been around this girl more than I've been around anybody. Open up my cards. I haven't answered yet.
Hoops. I'm thinking of somebody completely different.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he said for sure.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna look her up.
HOOPZ.
You think so?
You don't think so?
I don't know. I think she's prettier than me.
I mean, she bad. That's for goddamn sure.
She's got green eyes, doesn't she, or no?
They're like hazel.
Oh, I remember her. She was such a tomboy, but like she just was.
She ain't no damn tomboy. Her ass.
Oops, when she was on Flavor of Love.
She plays basketball. That's the only thing that makes her time. She loves to play basketball, and she ain't even that good. I used to beat her ass all the time.
Oh, she's so cute. I remember this episode.
Fuck the episode. I still love you, Nicole. I still love you. All right, let me get that card. All right. So again, let the people know where they can find you at.
Divoy'e Incorporated. DIVOYEINC. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. All over the world. This bitch is a household name. I'm just
Where do you want your podcast to go to? What do you want to do with that?
I'm trying to have guests. I've only had 2 people on my podcast before. But
How many people do you ask to be on your podcast? Exactly.
I know. I need guests. I need to do some guests. And I need to mess with the live shit. Like, I haven't gone live for that.
What do you shoot off of?
Sony.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of mics are you using?
They're like, they're podcast mics.
Okay. Might have to come explore your little setup and see how we can make it.
Yeah.
So
I only have 1 mic, though. I need to get another mic. I had 2, and then one of them, I don't know what happened to it. I think it got lost.
All right.
I know.
So.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Last question of the night. What did you think of the show?
10 out of 10.
I wouldn't say 10 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
He said the fact she hadn't asked me yet, even though I've been asking her questions on my YouTube, shaking my head. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
Who was that?
Courtney Edgar 1.
Oh, that guy's in here? That's crazy. What's up, Courtney? That's so funny.
You need to have.
Oh, okay, too.
You see how I got you on the podcast?
I know. I need to reach out to people.
I had no idea who the fuck you was.
Me, really? I was just gonna ask you that. How did you find me?
You know what I do? I literally get on Instagram, and I just start scrolling, and I'll see somebody like they look interesting, invite them to the podcast. Then I'll go, and it'll be like, oh, you got these people in common. It's like, okay, fuck, I don't really care about all that. So then I'll be like, let's go to somebody I don't know. Oh, look, boom, right? And like I said, I was scroll. I saw you. I was like, damn, she look like Hoops. Boop.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if she want to come be on the show. You said, yeah. I was like, yes. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Good luck.
I know you asked me, you was like, have you ever been on somebody else's podcast? I'm like,
yeah, because
hey,
yours said
like,
YouTube.
Do you want to? Like,
yours
okay.
said journalist, YouTube, podcast. And I was like, this is the crazy part is, again, I've been doing this shit for 6 years. I go to my boy Pot Roast Pop. Ooh, I got another podcast for you to be on.
Oh.
Pot Roast Podcast. And they talk about everything, like all hot topic shit.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's perfect for you. So I go on their podcast, shit, as much as they will have me, which they'll have me anytime I say I'm coming through, they cool. And same thing, they'll come over here anytime I say, hey, let's go. Mm-hmm. Right? And we just have a good time, like talking about everything under the sun. The thing about it is, like, when you go to their show, you better know what's happened in the last week in entertainment.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Because they asses be on that shit. From sports to entertainers to the music, it's like everything.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And then it's just like that. It's like it's barbershop / hair salon conversation, and that's how they got it set up too.
Oh, okay.
So you sitting there with guys and girls, and y'all are just discussing the shits.
That sounds like my kind of show.
So I'm definitely sending you their way. So I'm gonna have his name is Eric Crondo. He gonna be hollering. I'm definitely gonna be sending him your way.
Oh, cool. Thank you. It's all networking. It's all about the networking.
And then I'm definitely having you back.
Thank you. I was wondering. I was like, oh my God, I hope you don't think I'm boring.
I'm bringing you on a Freaky Friday. And like I say, for anybody else that I know is showing up and they don't have nobody they're going to bring with them, you might get some last minute, hey, you free this time at this time? It's always going to be a Friday or a Sunday. So I appreciate you showing up tonight.
Rate me as a guest.
As a guest?
Yeah.
So think about it, you're not boring.
Okay, good.
So you can hold a conversation. So as a guest, like, yeah, 8.5, 9.
Why I get a 10?
Because a 10
Because you ain't like what I was saying.
a 10 is perfect,
'Cause I
which
was going
means
back and
like
forth
you're
with
my
you.
perfect guest, and ain't nobody perfect.
Who's your perfect guest? Somebody who's not gonna.
I ain't
debate
never had
you?
a perfect guest.
My goal is to be your perfect guest.
You said I want to be your perfect guest.
I just
Hey
wanna
Courtney,
be
as
your
soon as I get off of this live, I'm gonna go through and make sure add your channel too. And then, like I say, definitely go to my Instagram, and I will make sure to, for sure, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Come on your podcast, and then have you on mine as well. Any last statements you want to give to the world?
I love the people, and thank you for watching. And make sure you follow me on all platforms. Divoy'e, DIVOYEINC. And follow this podcast. This is pretty cool over here.
Appreciate that.
No cap.
And then
No cap.
make sure you guys tune in every Sunday night for Sunday Night Live, which is what
Sunday
you're
Night
watching
Live.
right now. And then Fridays we do what is called Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Hit the merch. Clothing line is Hustle Fit. We got men's, women, and children's clothes. Anything that you want, t-shirts, hoodies, jogger sets, and more. It's all at hustlefit.com. Definitely want to say thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go.